Yo, hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day, or in my case a great night, and today we're playing Genshin. Boobot is giving me orders, that's kind of crazy. Hold on. Oh, hi Ronnie, how are you? How goes the day? My day is going great, honestly. Hopefully this game won't change that. The last time we played this game, I cried. It wasn't like a okay, it just got an update. It's okay though. It's fine. They just did Navia so dirty in this game. I don't know. I don't know. It makes me upset. But yeah. Let me kinda sus, by the way, the Moobot? I'm not sus. I am the most ASO streamer, actually, so it could be me. Let's hope so, and I'm good. Oh, you're on vacation? Somewhere fancy, or just off of work or school or something like that? Let's transfer her to the game too while we're at it. I don't know why, but Genshin is one of the hardest games for me to stream because every time it's just like I have to play with the OBS and the actual game just to get it onto the screen. Also, whatchamacallit, my VTube studio was acting a bit strange today as well. Normally I can connect my mouth movements with my mic, but my mic was not being picked up
as a jeweler
by
VTube
VTube Studios, so if my mouth isn't tracking as it should be, I apologize. But hopefully it should be fine, because I switched it around to just the mouth open and stuff like that, so we should be okay. I guess it'd be fancy, out of option. Oh. Sus? I'm so. Also, hi Steve, 11 months. That's a little insane, no? Thank you for the 11 months, I appreciate it. Oh, damn it. Oh, I know. They put up the Twitch ad revenue, I guess. This is so stupid. But anyways, we're continuing the story quest today. Hopefully, Lenny's quest doesn't get in the way. I tried to do it on my own time. Also, I am absolutely. We're just gonna condense this. I don't know how much I have right now, but we're just gonna condense it as much as we can. Oh, I need more crystal fries. Believe it or not, that's crazy. Okay. But yeah, I truly did try to do Lenny's quest, but it wouldn't let me because this Archon quest was in the way. So I'm just gonna do my best.
This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Furina really be here?
I'm gonna turn the volume down.
Let's try to find her as soon as possible.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
That should be alright. One more month to make it a year, yeah. But technically, I've been here over a year, It's kind of crazy, isn't it? How we doing? Pretty good, honestly. Just starting up. Hi, Minnie, again. I shall stretch. Give me a second to get into... Okay. Left. Right. Up. And... thank you.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as
Freedom.
this a
Hey,
little
let's
more
go.
often. How creative
11
me.
months, 5 days. It honestly doesn't, I don't know. Like, this is so crazy to me because, like, it feels like I haven't known you guys for that long. It also doesn't feel like I've been streaming for more than a year. It doesn't, it's a little unreal, almost. If that makes any sense. Okay, I feel like she's, oh! Are they about to, oh my god, they killed my Ayaka. Oh my god, they killed my Ayaka. The cutscene killed my Ayaka. No. Oh, Farina's sad.
That's Farina, right over there. She really is here all on her own.
Oh, for those who weren't here before, so basically, I got really emotional last Genshin stream. Oh. Yo, Wes, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. You are officially a munchie. But yeah, last time I played this game, I got really emotional because I felt bad for Navia and she lost like basically her whole family due to this water. Like I got really emotional. I felt really bad. So after that, you know, a whole bunch of people in the place died, including Silver and Meluse. And now Farina is down here checking it out by herself. I mean, she's the Archon, so we gotta figure out a situation. She can't keep pushing this over. Anyways, stay quiet for now. Also, Mona's here for some reason.
Should I just give up?
Oh.
This is all meaningless. What was meant to happen did happen after all. Everyone's dead.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh no! I said I wasn't gonna cry today! Stop!
Farina, there's no point in holding out. I'm sorry. But what can I even do other than to repeat meaningless apologies?
Yo, I'm about to hold on. Where's
over.
my tier? Is that 3? Is it 3? I think it's 3. Hold on. I forgot. Genshin likes to eat up my toggles. Okay. Farina.
Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina, it's just us.
Felt? No, don't feel like this, Biddy.
So it is you, blonde traveler from another land. Why, I
Oh,
almost thought you
no.
were someone from that mob of my ignorant subjects. Come to kneel and beg for my forgiveness.
She is
Farina,
holding herself back
You
right
were
now.
crying just now, weren't you? The tear stains on your face are obvious.
Damn.
What do you mean, tear stains? Oh, I remember. The show at the Opera House earlier this morning was so moving. I'm still trying to process it.
Really?
Who did that uncivilized rabble think they were? Disturbing my enjoyment of the arts. They even dare to tout their Archon. I must teach them a lesson. I can just imagine their twisted and frustrated faces
Oh,
once they
Farina.
realize that I'm nowhere to be found. Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Marish Chaussee Phantom are freaking out right next to them too.
Stop trying to act tough, Farina. You're actually beyond devastated right now, aren't you?
Of course not.
Oh, someone give her a hug.
Hydro Archon's over there. Quick, after her.
What? After her?
They're just some rabid fans who want to cut the line because they haven't been able to meet me in
Farina, they're
person,
gonna blame this
aren't
on
they?
you for not
That's
getting this
against the
under
rules.
control, isn't
I
it?
can't let them get their way.
Farina?
Farina just ran off! Quick, we have to catch up
Oh
with her!
boy. Now we're all chasing after Farina. Okay, they went the wrong way. Paimon's little constellation was clipping through the box.
Place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot over here. Quick, come to Paimon before the rest of them catch up to you.
What is this place?
Hurry, they're almost here.
Fine. I suppose haste is warranted. Lead the way.
I was gonna say maybe the person with the sparkles shouldn't be following. Yeah, Paimon leaving a little sparkle trail.
Paimon's exhausted.
Oh god.
I'm so tired. I totally thought they had caught me. No, I mean, I merely gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they displayed.
Farina, she has such a thick wall that she has to put up just to be okay. Like, oh god, this is so sad. This place is not what I'd call soundproof. You might want to lower your voice to stay hidden.
You're right. Yep, that's a good girl.
Paimon, don't you ever say that ever again. Oh my god, Paimon, don't ever say that again in your life.
Happening? The ground's shaking.
Paimon, you don't even run.
Is it an earthquake?
Another disaster just struck, I suspect.
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
It can't be. It's happening again.
Farina.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that. Neuvillette made some emergency plans, so the evacuation should go a lot smoother this time.
Yeah, I hope you're right. But the people of Poisson, they've already...
Has Farina finally reached her limit? Now that she's talking about her actual feelings, she's starting to look far less stiff. You begin to talk amongst yourselves as Farina slowly calms down.
It's true. I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years. I once had informants all over Teyvat, searching for clues and feeding information back to me. I've tried all kinds of ways, too, to hold back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from advancing. But all my efforts proved to be futile in the end. Really, the truth has been clear to me for a very long time. We cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have its way, and the prophecy shall be fulfilled.
For those who don't know about this, or like, you know, whatever, the prophecy basically states that like all of Fontaine would be covered with this primordial seawater, which if touched, like if it touches a Fontainian, they will basically like dissolve, like almost instantly, except for Farina. So the prophecy is basically everyone in Fontaine, or all the Fontainians, will die, just leaving her alone. Hence why I guess this is all the emotions that are popping up for her, which I completely understand if I was in that situation. But yeah, that's what's going on. But even then, you still haven't given up, right?
Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase. It would mean finally coming to terms with fate, but also for me to finally be free.
But that would also mean that all hope would disappear.
Indeed. I've thought about giving up so many times, especially after we almost lost Poisson. Fate is really unreasonable, isn't it? It has no heart and obeys no rules. The prophecy has only just started to come true, and so many people have already lost their lives. But just now, it all became clear to me. I still don't have the right to come to terms with fate on behalf of everyone else.
See,
As long as the
at first,
final moment hasn't come,
I was
it's
like,
still not
Farina,
too late.
we
Don't
have the
worry.
rising of the sea, and you're here having
I
tea
will keep
parties
hope alive
and
for
eating
everyone
cake
until the
with
very
everyone.
end.
While this is all like this disaster is all happening.
Oh, that's enough for
But
now. I got
now,
the
I
impulse
just-
to play the stricken maiden.
I just don't know.
But honestly, considering my rank and station, that wasn't a good fit at all.
Nope, she's back.
Don't take any of what I just said seriously. How could I possibly let Fontaine fall to the whims
Okay.
of trivial prophecy?
I joke about her like putting up like this thick wall and is like coming to terms with her feelings, and then it's like, oh yeah, never mind, actually, forget everything that I just said, I'm fine, I'm cool. But in reality, I have to say that I'm a little too much like this. Like, it's actually a little terrifying.
Come on! Paimon could have sworn you were actually being honest just now.
We're running out of time. We can't just go back to square one like this. I have to get more information out of her. Farina, you might not have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
I'm more Neuvillette, to be honest. I would rather face it head on and be more distant. I see. Well, I mean, I mean in the case, like, if there was a situation where, like, I was feeling stressed or burdened with a lot of things, I would be honest on how I feel. Like, I would say, like, I'm anxious, I'm stressed, I'm upset, and then I'll be like, I'm just kidding, I'm fine, I'm okay, don't worry about it, in that type of sense. But I feel like if I were Farina, I would have tried a bit harder to do some stuff, so this wouldn't all just hit like a truck at once. Like, although it's prophesized, that doesn't actually mean like it's set in stone on how these things are going to happen and where. So if I was just prepared at every single instance that it could happen, then maybe we could have, like, I don't know, done something, but I'm not quite sure. But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes. I've heard that you came to Teyvat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here.
Yep.
And if Teyvat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you? If that's the case...
There's no time left. Please, Farina, just spit it out. Come on, Farina. Just tell us what's going on. Lenny? Why are we in front of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Coronel? Wait, what is going on? Oh, wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance.
Wait, this was all planned. That's what they meant. We're running out of time. Letty was gonna pull. Oh, okay.
Now, without further ado,
We were here this whole
we may
time.
proceed
I don't
to
know
the
how that we got
trial
from
of our
how we got
dawn.
from Poisson to
So this is
here,
what it is.
but
Yes, you deserve praise for the effort you took to raise the dramatic stakes. Do not forget, however, that I am Focalor, the god of justice, the embodiment of justice itself. Does it not strike you as even the least bit absurd to bring the very concept of justice to
Bruh.
trial?
May I interpret these words as your
there
refusal
goes
to
Minnie.
stand trial? In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
oh, mommy. I mean, sorry, Korean.
You would draw your blade against a god?
Instantly, bitch. Sorry.
I see.
Sorry, Karina.
It seems like you have made up your mind.
She's not gonna fight. I knew it.
Paimon can't believe it. She just surrendered.
What the heck is going on? Did I just see an Archon surrender to a human?
Wow, how utterly humiliating.
Y'all didn't know that this was your Archon?
Meaning of this.
Like,
It would seem that there has been a misunderstanding. To be clear, the raising of both hands is not always an indication of surrender.
okay, then what were you doing?
For excuses again, huh?
No, like, what were you doing?
I raised my hands just now to indicate my acceptance of the trial. No duel shall be necessary. I will admit that I've been running away for a long time. I'm sorry, everyone.
Let them say
I was
how.
unable to protect the people of Poisson. It is my duty to stand trial for my crimes. You are not the only ones to be disappointed in me. I, too, am exceedingly disappointed in myself.
Damn.
But now, it is time for the Hydro Archon to show you her courage and resolve.
Okay.
Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice. This time, I will protect you. Applaud and rejoice.
No one is
of the
clapping for
most
you.
Outrageous and fantastical arcs known to the opera epiclese is now unfolding.
Lenny is
before
like,
your
okay,
eyes.
I'm not getting paid for
Mark
this.
my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine. The trial of the Hydro Archon, Focalor.
What is this
will
trial
now
for?
Begin.
Okay.
Oh, now we're making history.
Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole thing? Like, come on!
Do they have a
Didn't
hell?
she just get
Actually,
forced
let
to
me
stand trial
contemplate
for her
this.
crimes?
Ah.
Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic, she is
They have the
taking
abyss.
this seriously this time, right?
All right then.
Flips bird at
Who
Farina.
will be my opponent in this trial?
Like, why are
The
we?
court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Thank you, Your Honor. Oh, what are we about to do? Because
Is
I don't remember
that
anything that's going on,
so?
bro.
Very well. Then please speak, witness of Tivat, my accuser and fated opponent.
We're so close to getting her to tell us the truth. And it still turned out like this in the end. It's okay though. As long as we can defeat Farina in court, we'll still have a chance to figure everything out. I can't, bro. I can't. What are we even doing?
Also, please allow me to ask, as a final question before the trial begins. Just how much work did you do to force me onto this stage?
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
Right, they had a meeting with
I
everyone
came over the task
on
assigned to the
this.
Spina di Rosula.
Ooh,
since they were
Navia.
rather straightforward and
Okay,
easy.
ma'am.
Navia, the president of the Spina di Rosula.
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my subordinates. They changed into plain clothes and came to the Opera House as regular audience members, waiting for the perfect opportunity to incite insurrection against you.
Okay.
The people's resentment against their Archon has been building as more and more of the prophecy is fulfilled. A spark was all we needed to turn smoldering anger into a flame. Moreover, according to our understanding and analysis of you, when something like that occurred, you would likely flee the scene and head to Poisson by yourself. So,
you got
arranged
read
for
like a
second
book,
group to lie in
Farina.
wait there.
Is what I'm hearing.
So, you mean the ones who scoured the settlement for me were also from the Spina?
And their goal was to force you to step into the giant
Winnie,
magic
sit
box
down. Navia
so
said
you
that.
may personally participate in the greatest magic performance
Okay.
in all of Fontanian
Okay, bro.
history.
That's right. That house was a magic box, rather than someone's residence.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used when I first performed at the Opera Epiclese, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and Aranias.
Damn!
Its cargo, of course, was
That is
an
crazy.
Archon
How did you
instead
do
of a
that?
human. My thanks, Farina. Without your help, we could never have pulled off such an extraordinary performance.
You're welcome?
Of course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support. The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of labor in Mora to pull this off.
Damn, so they
We had
used
to
the
select a location,
Fatui.
construct the giant magic box, dig a tunnel, and open up a path through the water.
Wow.
It was a lot of work for all of us.
So, in other words, the earthquake that we felt within the giant magic box was just a normal tremor from the transportation of the whole house?
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Sorry about that. We deceived you back there.
Then, I can guess Nervilette and Cloran's parts. You
Oh,
gathered
Charlotte's
a
here too.
crowd, prepared a stage, and made sure that the champion duelist would be immediately ready for a fight. Also that as soon as I appeared on the stage, the trial may commence without a hitch. Am I right?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Clorand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the most outstanding champion duelist in all of Fontaine
Oh
would
my God.
accept a duel with an Archon
Farina,
without-
you would lose.
Thank you.
Oh my
As
god.
for you, traveler, I suppose your role was to keep me distracted with conversation once you found me in Poisson. You'd make sure that I didn't notice anything
Can we
amiss
go back to that
before revealing
screenshot
yourself
of him
as
at
my
that angle? Hey,
prosecutor
yo,
once we
Minnie?
arrived onto the stage.
No, you guessed
Oh?
wrong. My mission was to give you one last chance. We hoped that you'd share your secret with us before the magic box arrived onto the stage.
Is that so? Then I suppose I must have missed my final chance.
You did.
It's fine. It matters not. What's done is done. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through to the very end.
Bro, like what a... Yeah, the only thing we can do now is to judge the Hydro Archon. Still, I can't help but be a little bothered by the English. That conversation earlier. There we go. What did Farina want to say to me right before we arrived on the
Madam
stage?
Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this along.
Esmond.
This is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for and received permission to share with you during the trial. According to her, it should speed up the proceedings.
Huh?
Oh, that's why Charlotte's
Give us
here.
something? Oh, so she's here too. Hey, Charlotte.
She's so pretty.
Oh, let Paimon see.
BRB, I'm gonna
Isn't
take a
this
shower.
the
Okay,
exclusive
Steve,
interview
have a
that
great
she did with us
shower.
before? So she's already finished it, huh? Wait, then that means this document is a perfect timeline of everything that's happened ever since we stepped foot in Fontaine. analogy of evidence every time we want to use something from our journey as evidence for an argument.
I don't know why, but when Paimon said that, it reminded me of a VR game. It was like, I think it was Job Simulator. And this robot, this, I guess your tutorial guide, if you will, would say everything, like every, like, I guess, no. Wait, is it, did Job Simulator do it? Yeah, I think I'm thinking of Job Simulator and Hi-Fi Rush, where the tutorial bot is like, every time it says like a specific thing, every once in a while, like, it'll just like, its tone will go down. So when Paimon said the whatever the fuck that is, of evidence, like, her voice changes a tad bit, and it just reminded me of that just a little bit. It's a super practical gift. I never would have thought of using it this way.
Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher.
Please do, because I haven't played this game in a week.
You defeated the Hydro Archon in the very first duels you took part in at the Opera House. That's one for the history books, all right. I didn't think that you'd wind up getting to the bottom of the case I'd been following all this time. I guess you could also see this as a happy coincidence.
So we became Lenny's attorney, and then we found the truth behind the serial disappearance of the young woman.
This is the first time Monsieur Neuvillette had a difference of opinion with the Oratrice. Even the Hydro Archon can't figure it out.
Right, child being actually innocent, but Neuvillette said he was guilty, I think. No, the Oratrice said that he was guilty, but Neuvillette and Farina thought that child was innocent.
But the
That's what it
Tui
was.
Harbinger, she's an extraordinary person. Her instinct must mean something.
We met with the knave. And the knave was like, wait, is Farina not really the Archon? Okay,
The fortress of Meripede was almost destroyed in a single day. That I didn't witness that scene personally will always be a source of professional regret, I think.
Cool. Poor Charlotte. This happened at about the same time as the meeting, actually, when Neuvillette went down with the Duke, or Risley, and Clorian to stop the water from going crazy.
According to Monsieur Neuvillette, both Child and that whale should have been in the primordial sea at that time.
That's the whale that Child's always talking
I nearly
about.
lost my awesome friend Navia. To be honest, that still gives me shivers.
This is when the thing in Poissant happened with the water, ripped Silver and
The words
Melise.
of someone as extraordinary as a witch can probably only be truly understood when something surreal happens to you.
And then we had a talk with this mage, or I don't know who she is, but with N, and she was like, fate can be changed, or whatever, or fate is fate, whatever. Okay, and that's it. Okay, let's do our best here.
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Oh, come on, Neuvillette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese. Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant and the lead actress of this performance, I still haven't even been informed of my supposed guilt in all of this. Of course, it is only natural for humans to struggle to understand the actions of a god. However, you will need more than that to convict me of a crime.
That's true. But my charge here is unrelated to your conduct as an Archon.
Do I not have to speak?
Instead,
Okay,
I would
Lumine!
like to charge you as
Papa!
a fraud who's never been the Archon in the first place.
Oh, shit!
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Hey, yo!
I came here thinking that we were going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking her duty, but...
Farina's not the Archon?
She's not our Archon.
What?
Charge accepted.
Oh,
Lady Farina,
shoot.
do you plead guilty to the charge? Lady Farina.
Farina.
I plead not guilty. How can I be guilty? There is no way that I, Focalors, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
Yeah. Even though Lady Farina can be rather eccentric, isn't it going too far to doubt her very identity?
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, Lady Farina can be super irresponsible, but what grounds does that prosecutor have to make such a huge claim?
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case.
Common sense,
Many of the
damn.
members of the audience have known me as the Hydro
You can
Archon
instantly see the
ever
important
since they were
characters
born.
in the
There
crowd.
would be no fooling their memory. See? Even the Oratrice has decided to show me its favor. Are you sure you want to commit to a charge that will never be upheld? If you wish to drop the case, I can promise you as the god of justice that you will not have to face trial for making a false
Oh,
accusation.
brother, she
We
just
will
keeps
treat
going.
everything that's happened as a dramatic
Like,
spectacle
oh my God.
and move on with our lives. What do you say to that?
An argument with near impossible odds, huh? We have to not only refute Farina's claims, but also overturn the long-held beliefs of the people.
The people only see you as their Archon because that's their long-held belief.
Well, I tried to give you the chance to surrender. If you must persist, then let me ask. If you believe I'm not the Archon, then what manner of being do you think I am? And if I was not the Archon, then how did I manage to live for over 500 years?
I've got to think carefully. What do we know to be special about Farina exactly? Okay, what do we know about Farina and something special? Could it be when we were talking with the knave? I feel like it has to be, right? Because it's the only thing that has to do with Farina.
First of all, you may be a member of another long-lived race, which would allow you to naturally possess an extended lifespan. And second of all, even if that wasn't the case, there could be other ways to extend your life.
Such as a curse.
Who gave you that idea? Was it the knave? You'd sink so low as to use a harbinger's words against me.
Sorry, hold on. My phone is going a little insane. Okay, cool. It doesn't matter who gave us the information. What matters is the veracity of the claim.
A curse? I once thought it possible that the aura of an Archon might naturally resemble a type of curse. But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
You sensed it too, huh, Neverlet?
So, Farina, instead of an Archon, could you just be a cursed human?
Lady Farina is actually a human?
Well, it is true that it's extremely difficult to tell humans and gods apart just by looking at them. It's not impossible.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, don't start celebrating too early now.
I literally have no clue what's
Even
going
if
on.
I have been carrying a curse like you said,
oh my God.
how does that prove that I am merely a human being?
I have no clue where this is gonna go.
Everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority.
I've been calling her the toothpaste
Gods
Archon
can
this
do
whole
what humans
time.
cannot.
So
That's why they're worshipped as
you
gods.
better be the Archon. Shit.
For centuries, manifestations of my authority have served the nation of Fontaine. One need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very opera house, or consider the
She's a thing.
endemnitium that is used in every aspect of life.
Wait. That one trial proved the opposite. Furina actually has no control over the Oratrice at all. So, we're gonna talk about Child's conviction? And the Oratrice gave a different answer.
You tried to reference the Oratrice, but weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared Child to be guilty without any proof? Otherwise, you should have come up with a good explanation for that by now.
Yo, what you gonna say to that,
Didn't
Furina?
I make myself clear at the time? The decisions of the gods are naturally difficult for humans to comprehend. There is no need to provide an explanation.
Lady Furina, I believe a reminder of your current
Ooh.
circumstances is in order.
Oh, Nervulet said,
While the court is in session,
pay attention to
the
where you were at.
principles of justice
Explain
in the law
yourself.
must come before all else.
Yo,
While you
snap the
are an
fingers,
Archon,
Nervulet.
You are
Snap
also
the
first
fingers.
and foremost the defendant in this trial. You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution's charges if you continue to withhold vital information
Ooh.
against the rules of the court.
Ooh.
I never thought
Ooh.
you'd use that kind of rhetoric
Dang.
against me.
Dang.
That was no trick of rhetoric, Lady Furina.
That's
It
just the
merely
rules,
reiterated
hon.
the rules of the court.
That's just the
rules that all should respect and follow.
No special treatment for you.
Why Child was declared guilty, nor did you understand the structure and operations of the Oratrice. Instead of having been created,
Paimon doesn't have her
by
glasses
you,
on right
the
now, so
manifestations of
this
authority
is kind of, I
mentioned
can't take it
have been
seriously right
made
now,
by
but it's
the
alright.
real
It's alright.
Hydro Archon, haven't they?
The real Hydro Archon. Well, now you're really losing me. It is true that I did not know why the Oratrice gave out a guilty verdict that day. But the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally, and it has been operating independently ever since it was first created. You can't argue that just because a divine creation is flawed, that the god behind it must also be no god at all.
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses. Seems like she's confident that we won't be able to produce proof that she has no power over the Oratrice.
Sure, we can put the Oratrice aside for now. But then, Miss Furina, could you give us a brief demonstration of your power as an Archon?
My power as an Archon?
Yes.
There are many ordinary citizens in the audience. How can I just carelessly demonstrate the formidable power of an Archon?
Do it.
If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection to the audience.
Right. Nervulet God says.
You don't need to.
Nervulet God says, bro. I know an ad when it was getting good. Oh no. A brief demonstration of your power over a Hydro should be quite harmless. Surely an Archon can at least match the capacities of a human with a vision. Oh.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon?
Uh-oh.
Or is it that you can't even wield the power of Hydro, much less the authority of a god?
Oh shit.
Indemnitium. Yes, it's all because of Indemnitium. All Archons derive their power from the faith of the people.
Denim pants? What? I'm sorry, excuse me. What?
Injustice into Indemnitium. Thus did I give up all of my divine power to provide everyone with energy for their daily lives. Have you ever seen a more magnanimous god?
All I'm hearing is cap.
Isn't that a huge stretch?
Yeah, no matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their power? Can a god with no power even still be called a god?
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Seems like nobody's buying Furina's excuse.
Ooh.
Hey, come now, everyone.
Ooh.
Please don't stare at me as if I was a liar.
Welcome back, guys.
Still the same Furina you
So basically,
knew,
we asked her if she could use her magic, not her magic, but her Hydro power as an Archon, and right now she's making excuses.
You've got to believe me.
Uh-oh.
If what the prosecutor said is true, she really has committed a grave offense.
And then she said that she can't use her powers, her Hydro, because she's using her powers to help everyone with their everyday lives.
Enough. That's enough. Tell me
You
then,
got no. Don't talk to
I'm
them.
not
Talk to
the
me.
real Hydro
Or Lumine,
Archon,
actually. Talk to Lumine.
Then who is? If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such. Then what grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal?
Wow, she came up with yet another argument. How can we refute her now? Seems like she really doesn't want to give up.
If we can't prove that she isn't the Archon, we can try to prove that she is just a human. And if she's only human. Okay, what evidence proves that Furina is human? I don't think that has anything to do with this. I don't think that has anything to do with that either. Maybe we'll keep looking. Maybe it's the... Maybe we can talk about this? Because she didn't go down herself? As it was only pushed back by Neuvillette? I'm not quite sure what else would prove her of being human. Many young girls try experiments, try to bring his wife back. Dissolved. Okay, I'm gonna say this one. Okay. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Right.
Okay.
Paimon doesn't think this clue can be used as compelling evidence to build
Her being afraid of getting cut by a sword? Yeah, I... See, like, that's not a thingy thing up here. It looks like I have all of them, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. While exploring, it began to collapse, and Navia fell into water containing... Oh, wait! This serial case thing was going on for years. So, maybe it could be the serial disappearance case?
It has been
established
that all Fontanians can dissolve in water from the primordial sea. And that means...
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right here and now to eliminate all suspicions of you being the latter.
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution before addressing the court. Though you act in partnership with the prosecutor, you must still adhere to proper procedure.
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice.
Super sorry.
I swear this really will be the last time that I'll speak out of turn. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. As everyone knows, a massive flood struck the area not long ago, taking many lives, including those of some of my
heart! My heart!
So, Miss Furina, would you dare to touch some of this seawater?
Oh, you gonna touch Furina?
To believe that you are indeed the real Hydro Archon, touching this seawater would have no effect on you. All it should do is strengthen your case. But if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse.
Okay.
Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson, nobody wants to see any more people dissolve. I do hope you'll act prudently and choose the simpler path of admitting guilt.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many years. I guess her suggestion is valid.
If Lady Furina is indeed just a human,
Touch the
she's
water,
probably
Furina.
Fontanian like all the rest of us. Would she really dare to try?
No way. No way. Furina?
Lady Furina, this test has been unilaterally proposed by the prosecution. As it falls outside the realm of standard court proceedings, you possess the right to decline participation.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But refusing to participate is basically the same as a confession of guilt.
Yeah?
She's just staring at the water without saying a single word. It really does seem like she's quite terrified of it. That could only mean...
What's going on? Is she really planning to... That's not what we thought she would...
Due to the inherent risk of the test, Lady Furina, you may...
Oh.
Hey!
She actually...
I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! My hand is still here! I haven't been dissolved! Will you believe me now? I really am your Archon! I'm nothing like a normal human who would fall apart as soon as they touch this water! Really? Was this not the most obvious thing in the world?
Miss Siegewing? If you are present, Miss Siegewing, please come forward and attend to the defendant.
Oh, Siegewing.
Siegewing?
Don't be nervous. It'll just take a few seconds. Let me see. That should be enough.
Please announce the results of your evaluation to the court, Miss
Oh my god.
Siegewing.
I actually have no clue what's going on.
Miss Furina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin. These indicate that she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
Oh.
Thank you, Miss Siegewing. Lady Furina, you may return to the defendant's stand.
Wait.
Yeah, okay, Furina. Yeah, okay, Furina. Yeah, okay, Furina. No, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Go sit down. There's a chair right there. Go sit down.
Considering
That's
your
crazy.
tendency to
Let's go,
run from your
Siegewing.
problems,
Nothing like a
originally
normal
prepare a
human,
direct
huh?
sample of
Right.
the seawater
Right.
around Poisson. However, after extensive discussion, we
Oh,
exchanged
she's so
it for
cute
a
with her
sample that
legs,
is not
like,
concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. After all, on the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur, we don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea.
Yeah, so out of regard for Furina's life, you
It's a lower concentration. Yeah, that makes sense.
the head nurse to serve as an expert witness.
I mean, to be honest, like,
Great thing that the
we
direct
saw,
sample wasn't actually used. Furina could've...
not Furina, Chlorianne and, Fremine were, exposed to the water, both Fontanians. However, they were fine. They were feeling a little sick, well, at least Fremine was, as he was in there for longer. But what's really going on here? Furina can't have known the consequences of touching the water as a human. This is too unlike how she usually acts. Unless it's actually more important for her to keep up her facade than to save her own life. But hadn't she given up on everything a long time ago?
Listen to me, everyone. Please don't give me such cold and disdainful
I'm so
looks.
confused. Like, I don't know
happened
what to
just now
expect.
didn't prove a single thing. Think about it. How can you conclusively prove that an Archon can't also be affected by the primordial seawater? Also, if I was really just a human, why would I dare to just put my hand in that kind of water?
Did she just put herself in a hole like that?
Please, everyone.
Oh God, Furina.
Anyone, just listen to me. I swear.
Stop
I really
crying.
am your
No.
Archon.
Wait, stop. What is going on? Can you please just tell us the truth of what's going on right now?
Anything she says at this point will sway anyone. The odds are just too stacked against her now.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's any way left for Furina to win.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
Damn, Neverlet said, I am done listening to this. I'm done.
don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone who's two-stepped against her now.
What is going on? Furina. Hello? Hello? You?
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Furina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Furina is guilty.
That's exactly how she
We
sat
shall now
on her
turn to the
throne.
Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal to render the final
I'm sorry.
verdict on
I'm
the
sorry.
charges.
It's not funny. It's not. It's just I can't. He just said the thing.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Furina is
Innocent. It's gonna say innocent. It's gonna say innocent, isn't it? Oh my god. It can't be. Oh my god, it's gonna say innocent. Oh my god. Wait, what are we here for? What are we doing? It can't be. Did the Oratrice just declare Furina to be innocent?
No. The Oratrice also displays a guilty verdict.
Isn't that correct then?
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus: the Hydro Archon, guilty, to be punished via the death sentence.
The death sentence?
That's actually one of the available sentences? I've always thought that it was just a myth.
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court. And it's been given to the very person we've worshipped as the god of justice? What an unexpected twist.
What? What am I playing right now? Am I playing Genshin?
We just wanted to use the trial to show her the seriousness of things so she'd tell us the truth. How did things escalate this quickly?
This outcome is indeed quite strange. According to Fontaine's current definitions of justice, as well as its recommendations for criminal sentences, is this sentence really appropriate for the crimes that have been committed?
Yeah, even Fache wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice. You know, the real evil mastermind behind the serial disappearances case.
Whoa, what? What's more strange is, instead of Furina, the Oratrice rendered judgment on the Hydro Archon, right?
Indeed. Not only is Furina's sentence overly excessive, the very point of our trial today was also to prove that Furina has never been the Hydro Archon in the first place. But now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the Hydro Archon. What does this mean?
What?
Excuse me.
Fremine! That's my boy! Oh my god, Fremine! Oh, that's my boy. We love him. We stand Fremine here.
Is the trial still going?
Oh, my sweet
Fremine.
child.
You finally made it. I assume this means
Yo,
you
guys, I saw a
completed your
Fremine
mission?
art today, and it was kind of...
Any mission Father assigns
it was
to
kind of
me
crazy.
will always be top priority.
With some help from the other Fatui, Fremine begins this... Oh,
That the first prophecy
I don't know what that was. Oh, the one that was missing?
So the knave privately arranged for Fremine to try and find the missing slate.
I see.
I looked everywhere and finally found it at the bottom of the sea.
Nice,
It took me
Fremine.
a long time to get around some dangerous stretches of water.
I mean, traditionally,
But
if a
has the
person
trial
impersonates
already
a god,
concluded?
the sentence is death.
Then Doesn't that mean I've come too late? Oh no. Father will be disappointed in me.
Don't worry, the mystery hasn't been resolved yet. It's not too late for you to shine.
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremine. Please allow me to review
Fremine,
the
we
record
love
left on the
you.
slate.
Thank you. I'm your biggest fan. Okay.
Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other existing slates. I would like you to come here and confirm their contents.
Alrighty.
Huh? So what do you see? What is it?
This looks like the previous Hydro Archon releasing her divine power into the Oceanids, returning the Oceanids into human beings. I'm not gonna say I saw this coming, but I kind of saw this coming. So is Furina then an Oceanid? An Oceanid can live for long periods of time, technically.
I believe I've now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime. It has to do with Fontaine's lost history.
Well, there's also a lot of Oceanids in the fountain because they're stuck in there, right? So is Furina an Oceanid, or is that just? I don't know. Hold on. Pause that. Or she was an Oceanid, and now she's a human.
The real Hydro Archon we've been kind of talking about?
In truth,
my brain.
Everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until
Just
this
over the
point
rail.
can be traced back to
No,
the contents of
Vinny.
these stone slates. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make to you.
An association between the contents of the slates and the events in real life.
Let's try to recall the contents of the other 3 stone slates. Paimon will do her best to help you remember.
Thank you, Paimon. Thank you so much. Select the check descriptions on. Oh my god. Select to check the descriptions on the stone slates to extract key information from them. You can find scenarios related to the stone slates contents in the incident records in the interview notebook. God damn, I can't read today. There you can verify said content. As the verification process continues, the fountain water level in the menu interface will rise. When you have finished verifying all the stone slates, the truth behind the prophecy shall be revealed.
The first stone slate describes what you just said. It seems to show the previous Hydro Archon using her divine power, and then the Oceanids turn into humans. Does that mean that Fontainians are transformed Oceanids? Oh, Paimon wasn't expecting that. But if Oceanids can turn into humans, then perhaps this process can be reversed as well. The second stone slate shows Celestia floating in the sky, and the Hydro Archon and her people worshipping it together. But the heavens still brought judgment down upon them. This must be the point when the Hydro Archon and the Fontainians were branded with their original sin. Does this mean that the original sin and the Hydro Archon sin are the same thing? The third slate shows the Hydro Archon sinking into the sea surrounded by many people. That reminds Paimon, didn't we also watch that happen to someone else?
Did we? Watch someone sink into the water filled with, surrounded by multiple people, like Navia? I don't know.
Well, the fourth slate is the prophecy the Fontainians have been talking about. People dissolving into the sea, the Hydro Archon crying on her throne, and so on. We didn't believe that such a crazy disaster could happen at first, did we? But after that incident, it was just a question of when and not if.
Welcome back, Steve. Okay. The stone slates. Wait, hold on. Let me bring the blue one. It seems to show former Hydro Archon using divine power to turn Oceanids into people. Actually, let's go do with the surrounded sinking one, because I think that one we're talking about Navia.
It's not as simple as falling into the sea. When Navia fell into the sea, her consciousness was subjected to judgment. The stone slates show the people gathered around the Hydro Archon in the sea. Could that be alluding to the same thing?
Okay, so that one's right. This one showed former Hydro Archon using Divine. Right, so this was talking about... Maybe I should do this one? Because with this one, we saw Oceanids in this case. Communicated with you by connecting your consciousness. Okay, so I'm gonna say maybe this one?
We know from the case
Yes,
of the
okay.
serial disappearances of young women that Fontanians can be dissolved in primordial seawater. And the first stone slate tells us that long ago, the Hydro Archon used her power to turn Oceanids into humans. This might be the reason that Fontanians can dissolve.
Okay. And then this one is maybe describing how she's being put to death? Okay, maybe not. Okay. Paimon said no. So I guess maybe this one? Actually, or that could be the judgment coming down upon them. So could it be this?
That doesn't sound quite right.
Okay, no, not for that one either. Okay.
The prophecy from the stone slates found its way into society, but not many people believed it at first. The fortress of Meropide was nearly flooded with primordial seawater, which we know can cause Fontanians to dissolve. It seems increasingly likely that the prophecy may come true. If we hadn't dealt with it in time, things could have gone very badly.
We didn't do anything though. We just escaped. Nervulette did everything. All right, that's the last one. It shows blah 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 blah. Worship together. Heaven still brought judgment upon them. Could this be? It's either child or. Cause I feel like this doesn't have to do anything with that. Okay. But unless maybe it does, because it said no. I don't think so. Let's try it. Okay,
Perhaps what is about to take place has all happened before. The true sin of the Hydro Archon that Nervulette mentioned, and the original sin
Nervulette is
passed
great.
down
I want to
in the
give
Fontaine
hug.
by Celestia, as recorded on the stone slates.
All right, there we go.
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea but won't cease to exist. Their essence will flow in the seawater, converge, and take the form of an Oceanid.
So Silver and Malus, like, so when Navia fell into the water last stream, she was surrounded by two Oceanids, and those two Oceanids were Malus and Silver. Ugh, my heart. Ugh.
The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court, shocking everyone present. Perhaps this means that her sin was actually Fontaine's original sin.
So are they saying that, like, the prophecy of her being the only one, like the one crying on the throne per se, is actually all her?
Navia fell into the water inside those ruins.
Like, everyone's
and
not
she nearly
dying, but
dissolved.
she's taking
She was
the
surrounded
she's
by the
taking
people of Poisson in a court within her consciousness. and was forced to take part in a trial meant to make her stay.
So the trial that they were trying to make Navia take last stream was in order to keep her in the primordial waters so she would become an Oceanid. But we got her before that happened, before that trial even came to be.
The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meropide was the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass no matter what.
And this is just Neuvillette being a boss and stopping the water from destroying the whole place.
The prophecy's contents can all be verified by recent events. If we combine what we know together, loads of truths should come to light.
Nice.
It now, so that's how you can make sense of it. But then it feels like we're going to have to share some truly shocking revelations.
Let's hear them.
The first slate reveals that Fontanians are not real humans.
Incredible. Linny, did you hear that?
We're not real humans.
All Fontanians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with Oceanids as their basis. The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontanians could dissolve in primordial seawater, and how all the girls Vacher dissolved were also turned into Oceanids. Oh, and according to Navia, when she was about to get dissolved, she also saw everyone gathered around for a trial. All of them in the shape of Oceanids.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Hi, Cusero, how are you? The second slate reveals that the crime of the Hydro Archon was her creation of Fontanians from Oceanids.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the first slate that she probably angered Celestia by creating humans without prior permission.
I see.
That could also explain why the Oratrice judged the Hydro Archon to be guilty. It's to account for that ancient sin.
The Hydro Archon's true sin was creating us?
Wait, so are we saying that Child before got planted as guilty because he did some bad things? Because he did. Let's not go over that. He did do some pretty bad stuff. So is that what we're saying?
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon's creations have turned around to try to judge the Archon within the Opera Epiclese.
That's kind of ironic.
The twists of history are often the most unexpected of all.
As for the third slate, I'm still convinced that it should come after the fourth slate.
Isn't the image here just like when Navia fell into the sea? So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also falling into the sea once the prophecy has been fulfilled in the fourth slate?
The fourth slate depicts the fulfillment of the prophecy as it's already widely known.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away. Did Paimon get all that right?
So everyone will become
You've made some keen
Oceanids
deductions.
again?
I must say, given how much
And
you
her
still
sin
don't
will
know,
be cleared out.
it is impressive
Because it's
that
like
you've
if
already
nothing
managed to
happened.
connect so many pieces of the truth. However, while you were able to decode all the information on the slates, they've also been etched with an additional layer of hidden information using a different power source. When we were at the ruins, I tried to decipher the hidden information recorded in the slates. But since we only had 3 slates at the time, I was unable to come to a full conclusion. Now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make another attempt to decipher the narrative recorded within. If everything goes well, we should finally be informed of the unadulterated truth.
Unadulterated. Damn, let's go. Okay, come on, Neuvillette. Pop off, as usual.
Well? Did you get it?
I believe I should share this truth not only with you, but with all the people of Fontaine as well. I will try to briefly summarize it for you.
Dang. Okay, everyone in Fontaine gotta hear this shit.
Your hypotheses regarding the origin
Everyone
of
shut up,
Fontainians and the sin of
Nervulet's
the Hydro
talking.
Archon were both correct. In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire to become of a similar kind. However, even though water as an element is intricately linked with the power of life, the Hydro Archon, as one of the seven, did not possess the authority to create a new form of human life. Not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by appropriating the power of this planet's primordial sea. She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanid's blood vessels, creating humanoid mimics in the process. But if Fontainians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the primordial sea, the power within their bodies would escape these artificial restraints and return to the sea. As a result, their forms would collapse, and they would be reverted to their original forms as Oceanids. Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly
it's
principles
the
to create a new human
Nervulette
race.
idol
Thus,
scene.
The Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea. That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
So we were all Oceanids before we turned into human beings?
Well, Nervulette
That's way
wasn't.
too much information for me. I
He's
think I'm
not
just
a
going to pretend that I
Fontainian.
never heard a single thing. Wait, but if that's the truth, we can't let the Hydro Archon be sentenced to death. After all, her only sin was creating us.
This really might be too much information for your regular Fontainian, but it does answer a lot of our questions.
Aren't they
Alas,
hybrids
your
by now?
hypothesis regarding the third and fourth stone slates was inaccurate. The
I don't know
slates'
how the
respective positions
evolution
are, in
system
fact,
works for
correct.
them. So they are in the right order. What is the third slate supposed to
A
represent
key
then?
point of the visual on the third slate is how all the individuals depicted in the water are humans rather than Oceanids. They have not been dissolved, which implies that the water depicted in this slate is not water from the primordial sea. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of trials and justice. Instead of being the literal
Furina's still
element,
sitting up
the
there alone.
water in the scene symbolizes judgment and justice. You may also recall Navia's experience. When she fell into the sea, her consciousness was surrounded by that of many others who intended to hold a trial to determine her fate.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, the
We're
meaning
doing the
of the
same
third
thing
slate
right now,
is
right?
that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the
Yeah,
court
we're
of
doing it
justice.
right now. His eyes, yeah. It can't be.
Yes, it refers to our present situation.
That's crazy.
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying is, even though we decided to put on this trial to avoid fulfilling the prophecy,
It was gonna happen anyways.
in truth, everything we've done has happened exactly as the prophecy foretold.
Wow.
So now, it seems, we're the ones making sure it comes true.
What should we do?
Do nothing. Like, what? I don't know what you want me to tell you, Paimon. It feels like there's no way out of this.
Huh. No matter what, the prophecy will be fulfilled. Is this what it feels like to be a prisoner of fate?
If that's the case, does that mean the scene in the fourth slate will also be fulfilled soon?
Traveler, I would like to point out another small fallacy in your deductions.
Oh?
About the fourth slate. You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater beneath the fortress of Meripede served as the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass, yes?
Yeah.
However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign, that eruption could in fact only be a small warning of something far worse to come.
What do you mean?
As for the root cause of the catastrophe, I believe you've already encountered it once before.
I have? No, I have? What?
This eruption was just a small warning of the things to come. We must find the root cause of the disaster.
It's the whale! Right? It has to be the whale, right? Well, actually, I don't... Yeah, the whale! Is it the whale?
It was both dream and reality.
So the whale
Talking about a true culprit that could only
is
be
what
that
causing
thing inside the primordial
the water
sea,
to go
right?
crazy? And Child is with the whale right now, right?
The truth, the original
So...
sin, the trial, and the root cause of the disaster.
Wow. 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 This is blowing my mind. Actually blowing my mind. Oh shit. Run! 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 Whoa. Okay, Nervulette. Okay. You're not gonna do much though. This is a hydro whale, no? Oh. Time to quit crying to go whale hunt. Hey, yo. Oh, shit. Let's go, Child! Yo, let's go, Tartaglia! Yo, holy shit. Yo. Yo, they're sick as hell. They're so sick. They're so cool. Whoa. Ads, no,
That was
no.
way too close. How did that thing just burst into the opera house? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
It's because, like, we have Child's vision right now, so we were sharing the same thoughts, I guess, or the same vision. But yeah, that's right. I'd wager that it's also the one that Child saw when he was young.
So we've met it at last. I understand very well why it has chosen to make an appearance here. That whale does not belong to Teyvat. It is a monster that has traversed the stars, weeping all the while. It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. That is the main cause for the rising sea levels. And once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within the sea, its next step will be...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontanians out of Oceanids, she filled their blood vessels with primordial seawater.
Precisely. That whale finds the blood of Fontanians nigh impossible to resist.
Oh.
Therefore, when it left the primordial
That's a
sea,
killer whale, bro.
it decided to make its next
An
stop a
orca,
packed
if you
opera
will.
house full of food. Food in the form of Fontanians.
We
That was
just
so
barely
bad, I'm so
managed to push
sorry.
it back, right? In that case, won't it come back to target the people again once it's managed to recover its strength?
That is correct. Indeed, it is more
It's
accurate
so
to say
bad.
that we should thank that harbinger for buying
That
us
is
some
kinda
time.
funny.
Without him, the whale would have likely come onto land far sooner.
Whale and shark
From the way he
jokes.
looked, he must have been fighting the creature for quite a long time.
That battle maniac. We've always known that he had a special connection with that whale, but we definitely didn't expect it to help us out like this. Anyway, now that we know that this whale is the actual cause of the disaster recorded in the prophecy, all we need to do to stop the prophecy would be to find a way to beat it up, right?
Paimon, you know what? Every time you say something like, let's beat it up, You don't do anything. Don't give me the idea to go beat it up, Paimon. I'm gonna do it myself.
too
You go
late.
sit and do something. Anyways, what do you mean it's too late?
It had already absorbed
You
too
laughing
much
at
of
my
the primordial
misery?
sea's energy
No.
before
I
we
was
could
looking at
notice it.
the horrible
At this
joke
point,
I made
it
about
has
the
become
whale.
practically integrated with the sea itself.
Eat Paimon at the whale. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Even if the entirety of Teyvat were to be
No,
destroyed,
the whale
it could
only
still
likes
survive and swim off
beings that
towards
have
some other
primordial
world.
seawater in their veins. So
Not something I will accept.
yeah, the whale's
We've
just gonna
already done
yeet
everything we
Paimon. Like
can,
not even.
and we even found the
no,
true
she's not even
culprit.
worth the whale's time.
So far. You can't just tell me that the last hurdle is some impossible foe. That's just not fair.
Indeed. That's not how a grand performance should end.
Lenny, shut up.
I'll fight it to the end. No matter what.
Oh, please do.
So the
She's the only one
prophecy
that
will
said
be
something right.
fulfilled no matter what, huh?
We're a little biased, but it's okay. Oh. Ooh.
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled.
Ah, this
You
is
may
when that
view
comes
such things
in.
as the history of the future.
This is when we had the conversation with that mysterious N while we were having tea, and she said like the prophecy will happen, but it's up to us and fate to see what happens. You know, to take it into our own hands. After everything, it still turned out like this. We couldn't fight against fate. But if this is all about fate,
Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the
Future.
gods, could things
If you're
be
like,
happening in
"Pretty
hidden
please, let
corners
us
where the god's gaze does not fall? Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Teyvat's future. All you need to do is to play your part.
could it be that even if the prophecy will be fulfilled, there will still be a way to save everyone? Did I miss something? Wait, I forgot about Farina. What is it that she wanted to say to me at that last moment in the giant magic box? What is her real secret? Where is Farina? Is she still up there? Yeah, she's still up there, but
What's happening with the Oratrice?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
like, move a bitch, jump, jump, jump.
No, I still need answers.
Oh. What the hell? Who are you? What? Farina in white? The previous Archon. These her toes are pretty. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't know. Listen. The voice?
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing.
Ayo?
I couldn't help myself.
You are not Farina. Who are you?
Ah, the sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
Whoa.
Focalor.
Whoa.
Why did you deceive
Whoa, the
us?
voice though. The voice
Oh,
though.
that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principles.
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria for the uninitiated. It hardly gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe, now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised,
That voice coming out of that mouth doesn't fit.
Impossible situation.
No,
I
it
found
was not what I
myself
was
in.
expecting, that's for sure.
I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum. I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least.
I like the dress
while
though.
saving
That's so
everyone
pretty.
at the same
I wonder if
time.
they're gonna make that like an outfit choice.
I'm a genius, I know.
Oh, I
can
can't.
only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up. But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were
Hi,
also
Mom.
once one
Daughter,
of the
put your
Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed
Never.
of becoming human. And I
How
still
are you,
do,
Mom?
even now.
I can.
In my eyes,
What was
to
that
be
look
human is
Neuvillette
to be
had
part
for
of the
us?
greatest opera ever known.
Yo, Minnie, Minnie, you're
After
falling
becoming
hard
a
right now.
god,
I don't know
I
what to tell you.
separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being.
I
The me you see
see.
before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart
So
I left
technically,
behind, I
Farina
named Farina. She could feel joy, sorrow, and
is
everything in
the
between.
Archon, but
She could
not
be as
the Archon at the
vain
same
and
time.
conceited,
That is
or
so
as
confusing.
meek and vulnerable as she wished. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as
The
were her
most human
shortcomings.
Archon.
But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway,
Mother
so
is
then I
sleepy?
cursed
Oh, you're
her.
sleepy.
All
Well, how about you?
part of the
I'm
plan,
pretty
of
alright,
course.
thanks.
The plan to deceive the heavenly
It's like
principles.
Raiden and A between two souls.
Do you still
Yeah,
remember the final
two
scene of the
subconscious. It's kind
prophecy?
of like that. Yeah, you're
The
not wrong.
Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne. In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy. Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from
Wow.
the prophecy, all to create a
Welcome to
deceitful
Orange's-
appearance of that
Yay!
prophecy coming to
Thanks.
pass.
I shall eat
suppose
them
now
all.
you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger
Also,
than
what is
that
this
of any
hanging from the
other
sky? Like, what
ordinary
is
human
that?
being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
That's why she's
It
always
has
crying in the
indeed.
fountain.
And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it. It's been 500 years.
You're not sorry.
And all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long.
Why is it getting dark?
Unbearably lonely.
Why is it getting dark?
Agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Oh. Was I here for this stream? I think I was. Oh god, not my obsession with kneecaps. I came into contact with Furina's tears. If I remember correctly, tears often contain a being's strongest emotions. With sufficiently strong hydrosensitivity, I can form an emotional connection, just like I did with the Oceanid at the Fountain of Lucine. Wait, could this be Furina's inner world? Furina? What is she doing on stage? Wait a moment. That probably isn't Furina. That's likely a reflection of her inner self. If I can't directly speak to that, I might be able to easily get what I wanted to know. I came here for answers. Either way, this opportunity is not to be missed. Let me try talking to her. Dang, yes, mama hitting shots. Sometimes mom's gotta release stress thing. Oh, she's cool like that. Are all my commissions done now? Oh, cool. Oh, brother. No. Please, just... Thank you. Goddamn. Okay. I need to do assignments too. Alright, listen up, you toothpaste faked Archon. Actually, I can't call you that. Toothpaste human. Actually, no, the Archon still had toothpaste hair.
Who permitted you to come onto this stage?
I did,
Now,
bitch.
I understand your admiration for my august
What does she think
self,
she's talking to?
but I must ask you to keep to the rules.
Yeah, watch me take off your shoe and smack you across the face with it. Anyways, come on, it's me. It's me, Furina. We're friends. Yeah, no, I still smack a bitch, but yeah, we're friends.
All right. It is not my intent
Don't
to
look at me.
reprimand you.
Don't look at me.
There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
Wait, did you see the top? I prefer shotguns to relieve stress. I don't see an audience here.
Oh, do not jest.
Just
Can
let
we
the
not
stage
see it?
lights go off, please, if only for a second. Oh no! She wants to stop. She wants all of this to stop. Oh, stop! No, this is sad. It's actually horrible.
I am Focalor. The eyes
That way
of
I can
countless Fontanians
become
are upon
myself
me.
again.
I must at all times
Oh, she wants
display
this
the
to
utmost
stop. She
elegance
wants
and
to be done with this. This is exhausting. I oh my god, I can't imagine. I really can't. Something's off. There's no getting through to her. Even in her heart of hearts, she's still playing the role of the Hydro Archon. What sort of resolve must she have that even her inner self and subconscious would have such an impenetrable defense? I have to find a way. Wow. Friends are supposed to smack each other occasionally, right? Ah, gee. Alright. Oh, we're turning off the lights. Oh, lights out, bitch. In a different way, though. In a different way.
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical
Low-key,
difficulty, but
that kind of
worry
scared
not.
me, I'm not gonna lie.
The guards shall resolve it soon.
Check this out.
Sakura swirl.
Yeah, okay, bitch. keep going. Let's keep the middle one for last. Gotta be aesthetically pleasing, you know? All right. Let's start with.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know.
Silence without end. Chains. Are we seeing these names? This is dark. Wait, did anyone catch the name of the first one? Hold on. I'm gonna have to rewatch this stream later, because I didn't notice they would all have different names, but that one was Chains.
A blade embraces its duty.
You don't want to watch this
As a
again?
jeweler
Oh, Mom,
cherishes
did you
their
do this
gems.
already? Oh God, okay. I'm scared now. Jeez, okay. This is the last one. Let's do it. That's all the spotlights turned off. In Furina's heart, they must have symbolized the eyes of the people on her. Speaking of which, I think I just received some sort of signal. Was that her true voice? A ticket? When did that end up here? Chains and shackles. Really, that's what it was? Wow, this is insane. Why? Oh, is that for me? Am I sitting there? Either way, looks like the show is about to begin. In that case, show me how you truly feel, Furina. Scene 1. Before a mirror. Furina. Oh, I'm Furina. That's insane. This is insane.
Furina. Furina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you.
Oh boy.
Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How can this be?
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Mirror me. What do you wish to say?
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think. I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Oh, very good. You know it well.
She gives me
What's
Kafka vibes.
going on?
You know, we might need to do a voice
seem
actor
to
check,
remember
honestly. Maybe I'll
anything
check.
clearly.
We'll look into that later.
The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy.
Because she
Will
has
it
that
really
deep
come to
type of
pass?
mommy type of voice.
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later.
I don't think it's the same voice actor,
Things
but it's
will
the same
develop
type of
just
tone.
as the prophecy
For
declared. There is no escaping it.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around.
Genshin Impact.
It
Yep.
is the reason
Hi, Tim.
why
How
you
are
met
you?
me today. I will tell you.
She
how
isn't, but
to
she
save
gives
everyone,
those vibes, you
but
know? Yeah.
You may have to suffer somewhat.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer?
Yeah.
But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should
Wow. That's insane.
You truly
That's an
are the
insane
perfect
line right
human.
there.
My
Gee.
ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
This is all your fault.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost
This isn't
its
fair.
Hydro Archon. I need you to play a
tired,
role.
worn out, bored,
That of the new
motivated. Damn, you're
Archon.
motivated and bored?
Play
That's a combo I've never been.
God.
That's right.
How about yourself? I am all right. I'm
begin
just
a never-ending masquerade.
It's just insane.
You must
but yeah, I'm
never
alright.
let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I
You
shall
still from
have my
Spock?
way of
Spock?
defying this prophecy.
Did I come in at an
But
emotional moment?
should your identity
Not
be revealed,
emotional? I
then
don't know.
all hope will
More
be lost.
frustrating? Like, I don't know.
How will I do this?
This is like,
A
it's not
human
fair.
assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply
The
need
need
to
of
play
the many
role of a
outweigh
god
the
as
need
humans imagine
of the
them
few
to be.
or one.
Being
I
a human
see.
yourself, I'm sure
That
you
is technically
already
an
know
emotion.
what
I guess
such
you're
an
right.
entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this. So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
500
To accomplish
fucking
this mission,
years. That's
You
so
will have to stay
that's
on
so
the stage
crazy. That's
for
so crazy. That's just so crazy.
many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends. But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
A trial, huh? How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
No, you won't. Oh my god. Scene 2. Oh, hold on. Stop. This is so unfair. No, stop this. This is so unfair. Oh my god. Like, this Archon, who basically is like, she went against the rules, really, making her own race, and now is throwing her issues on problems onto Farina, and Farina just has to deal with it for 500 years with the possibility of death. Like this is just like, I don't know. I'm trying to put myself into Farina's shoes right now, but literally my brain cannot even handle it. How many worlds does this game have right now? By world, I mean regions. We have Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, Sumeru, and Fontaine. I'm not gonna count the Economia, wherever it's called, because no one goes there. Everyone hates that place. Yeah. So 5. Okay, this is a different setup. Last time I really played, there were still only 3. Yeah, I mean, after Inazuma, things just started getting bigger. Like, Sumeru is fucking huge. There's no one asked for it to have, what, like 2 or 3 updates? Like, this place is insane. I don't have at least 90 anywhere in Sumeru, I'm pretty sure. Like, Sumeru is just a whole mess. And then Fontaine is pretty big, and they expanded it recently.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people. What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural.
Summon courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Farina de Fontaine, your new Archon.
Is this how she figured out what personality to take on? Farina is nothing but a puppet. Appear earnest.
In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and
One thing
justice.
I kind of wished, because Traveler's still here. Like, although we're going, like, back into Farina's, like, time, per se, Farina's putting the show of her life, really, on for us. So, I kind of would have liked to see, like, in this scene especially, because Traveler's sitting somewhere in the middle front row, I would have kind of liked to see Traveler sitting there. I mean, because they did it when we were doing, like, the other part of the quest, when we were talking to Nervalette and they would span out and we would still see Farina sitting in her chair. But I don't know, I just find it weird that she's not there, but that's maybe just me. Close politely.
Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison?
Oh, never mind.
I would have
They were
thought
doing
that
this.
a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Hey,
never mind.
Did you hear that?
Don't
She even
listen to
told
whatever
us
I was
to
just
send her
saying.
suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-backed puppet.
I'm pausing this for a mono-second. Well, just thought I'd check in. Hope the rest of your stream goes well. See you later. Thank you for popping in, Tim. Yet again, I appreciate it. That's a little strange. My stream just, it didn't crash, it just buffered for a second. Did it buffer for you guys? Oh, well, whatever. It did? Okay, that was strange. Let me see if anything happened on Streamlabs. No. It was a Twitch copy over. Okay. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Cool, that's fine. I hope I'll be able to come in more often from now on. Hell yeah. It's not mandatory, but you know.
Wait, What's going on?
If you can and if you want.
Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? Oh, this is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy. Right. Myrmie said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Furina. Think.
This is where she chooses her, like, personality.
Do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act?
Wow.
Assertive.
So this is how she really is. But, like,
one who can
this is
dispel
insane.
all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play. Oh, very good, my people. Only ones
Wow.
such as you are deserving of my rule.
Wow.
Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership
Weak
of this opera
puppet?
house. Would the children
That is
of
so
Fontaine
crazy that
follow
she said
them?
that. Weak puppet. Like, she's not
It
one
seems
herself.
that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Oh boy.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Personality? It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before. Such a fascinating and bold deity.
Wow.
How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
I hate this.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech.
Summon courage. Result with conviction.
My
Yeah, whatever.
dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I
Or
say
nay.
to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I
Wow.
say that justice is most fragrant
We have
when
to
it
keep it
blooms
up.
amid sin.
We're keeping up this fake thing. I turn up the drama.
The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its god. On
Wow.
one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and applause. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be
Oh,
our
boy.
worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine. There is no trouble in
I didn't
this
even read that,
world
sorry.
that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice,
Wow.
I shall even judge the gods of this world!
Wow, she got aggressive. Whoops and cheers from the audience. That one dude. Whoa, yeah. Bro, I can't. Anyway, scene 3, Opera House, Furina. Oh. This is a new scene. Okay. Some furniture, a bed. Oh, I'm running a little bit now. I'm not walking anymore. Let's sit at the desk, I guess. This looks like, is it ours? Do we have a desk? This,
Lady
I guess she
Farina,
does.
here are
Okay.
today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Come now, was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous
I think
trial.
the formal term is a new set. What did I say? It's a new thingy? Is that what I
How
said?
could you hope to understand?
That's true. I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
Oh, brother.
Need for fright, and
A new
do not
scene.
Take what I said
I
before
see.
too seriously. Go now.
Yes, a
do
new
your
scene.
duties.
Makes it go-
The trial I await. It will come one day.
All right.
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm.
Oh boy.
All right. Deoteria, is it?
Deoteria?
How is your son's
That sounds
illness?
like some sort of like illness.
You remembered me, and you knew of my family too. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you, and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
Oh, you're such a gentle and wise God. Thank you once again, on behalf of my son.
Wow. Had me run all the way over there. Why did we start over there? Why can't we just went in line? Like, this was so unnecessary.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm
Wait, hold on.
afraid things still don't look good.
So you're telling me the reason that nothing was done with the previous cases, like the serial case with the women and everything, was because Farina wasn't interested? Because they most definitely could have figured out this case before us, right? Before we were there, they most definitely could have figured it out if they really wanted to.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god,
You know,
I
I'm gonna
did
shut up.
already
I'm
expect
shut up.
this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Oh, is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods after all.
Alright.
Still, their spirit is praiseworthy.
Okay, Farina. We're going to bed now.
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time. But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved. Alright, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
A new day of fake. Scene 4, Opera House, Farina.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
She doesn't care.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Farina, I've waited so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
Let's
Lady
continue
Farina,
the same
we're detecting
thing.
significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute.
Yet again, like I was saying previously, there were issues in Poisson, but was anything done? Like, I don't know. Obviously, you can't. They have no ideas how to stop the water, and that's okay. That's fine. But you guys should at least had an easier, like, escaping route for everyone. So there wouldn't be a chance that people would get stuck, or so other people would have to go back and save them. Like, that shouldn't have happened. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Personally, Farina, you should have started getting busy right here, right now, but you don't care. Like, you're, and it's not really your fault. You're just a puppet. You're just doing what you were told to do. But still, so crazy.
I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show
It's
the
so
people that
exhausting.
there's nothing to worry about.
It's like,
I just don't know when these days will end.
personally for me, like when I'm out at work and everything,
Best to rest early today too.
like you have to put on like a facade like every time you go into work, right? Because you're not like trying to lose your job or anything. This is scene 5, so it's kind of like at that point where it's like you're faking, like even if like something like some person comes in or like your boss comes in and it's like they're irritating you and they're saying some stupid things and you know they're wrong, but you can't say anything because scene, whoa, 182,000, what was it, 375?
Like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this.
But either way, yeah, it's like your boss telling you something and you know that they're wrong, but you can't like voice out and like express that they're wrong and get heated because like, you know, you're gonna lose your job or whatever. You're gonna I don't know, but like it's like the same thing. Imagine having to keep that fakeness throughout your whole life, and not even like your whole life, because her life doesn't end. For 500 years, she's had to prove something. She's had that's so freaking, I could never do that.
I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Deoteria, almost 20 generations ago.
Wow.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer, a descendant of a line most ardent.
She's not okay right now.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Farina. My lady?
She's not okay.
What is it, good citizen?
Are you crying?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, really now? I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro.
This
from
is
my
horrible.
person. Well,
This is
can't
horrible.
quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder.
Oh, the smile twitching, the eye twitch. No!
Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it. Honored indeed.
This is so horrible. So messed up. And well, oh, damn.
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer?
This is exactly what she said at the fountain. Oh my god.
Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more.
Oh, jeez.
That it would hurt so much.
Wow.
Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears.
Wow.
I want to tell someone, anyone, about this.
Oh, jeez.
Would that not destroy all I've done so far?
Ah.
I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries, but there's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act.
Oh, jeez.
It is the only way to save Fontaine.
And all of this is...
Mirror me. You have to succeed.
Like, all this is happening, and the Archon is just like, yeah, keep going. Yeah, whatever. Furina and who? Furina and...
Furina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone.
Oh, and us! This is the present! This is the present! Oh my god, we're at the present. What was it like? I don't even know how much numbers that was just there, but it was a big number. Did Nervionette really just not notice this shit happening and tried to at least comfort her? Like, I know they aren't friends, but what the fuck? See, the thing is, I want to say... No, Nervionette most definitely noticed. This is why. Because they get into heated arguments all the time. And Nervionette tries to, like, push her in the right direction, I feel like. But because of her, like, her personality that she's putting on, she pushes him away instantly, and then she runs away. Like, I think that's exactly the scene that we saw before when we were going into Nervionette's office last stream. It happened once, and I didn't really think about it until now. But I feel like they have those altercations fairly often, and Nervionette just can't do anything because she's stubborn. Like, she's not putting this down for anyone. The only person she slipped to was the Traveler. It's also the fact, like, I feel like also, like, Nervionette is trying to understand emotions himself, because he's not human technically, because he's the water dragon, so he doesn't exactly understand human emotions much, but he does want the best for Fontaine and does want the best for Furina, but Furina is just not opening up. So he was trying to, I most definitely think he was. He had the wagon.
Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone. Your people are more than willing
So this
to
is the
share
beginning
your
of the
burden
stream. This
with
is what
you.
happened at the beginning of the stream. That's my voice. Is this scene from when we were within the giant magic box? This is great. I didn't think that this scene would replay in her inner world. Surely I'll find out what she wanted to tell me this time.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes, I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case...
If that's the case?
She's right. I could confide in her, couldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Furina. You shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really alright Farina, you've worked so hard.
Oh,
for
jeez.
So long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once.
Wow.
Just this once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows?
Okay, listen.
Surely it could not
Oh,
hurt.
Farina, you are hitting kind of close to home right
If
now.
you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again.
Yikes.
Think about it long and hard.
Wow. And then it was too late. It already happened. The prophecy was already basically here in motion.
No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina. The
That was her
Archon
choice.
Of Fontaine.
Right there.
Everything will surely get
And she
better.
still chose the people other than her hurting self.
All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes.
There's more?
It had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I don't care.
I believe that I understand how your deception works. But that is only half the truth, is it
I don't
not?
care what it is, honestly.
How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Because the Fontainians are still in danger right now.
Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber.
Was that her?
It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along.
I see.
Am I right?
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me.
Oh.
Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding
So the gnosis
of
is
this
in the
device
Oratrice.
still lacks sufficient depth. In truth,
Is
it
there someone
no
gonna take the
enactor of
Fontainian gnosis?
justice. It is, in fact, a device created to
Isn't Dave
kill
interested in
the
gnosis?
god of justice.
In the gnosis? The gnosize? I don't know.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed. I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be, accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all a part of your plan then? Both the trial and the sentence?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within
If this
the
goes
Oratrice.
through,
But
then will
only power
Fontaine
of this
truly be
magnitude could
without
hope
an
to destroy
Archon?
the Hydro Archon's divine
Because yeah,
throne.
like
shaking the rules
Farina is
established
like
by
the puppet
Celestia
Archon,
and breaking through
but
the
if we're killing
institution
the
that
real
is the
Archon,
Seven.
how does that work?
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
Oh!
In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
Oh! Wait! So... I mean, as he should, period, but...
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the
These are lungs
ancient
of the water
dragons
because of
shall
the
soon
meaning
be
of,
yours
I
once
beg your
more,
pardon.
O Hydro Dragon Sovereign.
Should be
And
torn
this
from the
is
human
face you
plane?
make.
Hell yeah.
all you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
Holy crap. Oh, hey, Kane, are you done with streaming? I still have your tab open.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
Oh, don't say that right now. Stop. No, don't say
I
that
must
right
say,
now.
Had it been within my rights,
The
I
only
would
way
have
to save the
loved to
people of
judge the
Fontaine
heavenly
is to return
principles
Neuvillette to his
themselves.
full strength.
Were they not
Yeah, I've been
guilty
done
of
for about an hour. Oh my
essentially
god,
the
what
same
time is it?
crime?
Oh, it's 11. Oh, God.
Egeria stole
I hope
the
you had a great
power
stream.
of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principle stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I for my
see.
part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice,
I guess that makes sense.
I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence. Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on, that should be the justice enthroned over all others. At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontainians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex
yeah.
Neuvillette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too.
This is so crazy. Like, this is so insane.
I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the
In
beginning,
crazy, insane,
I was
all the
uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Focalor. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
A little dancey dance? It's just face down, trying not to scream at this point. Oh. Oh shit! Yo! Thank you, Furina, for all you've done. From this moment on, please live happily as a human, just as I wished we could. Holy shit! Yo, he looks cool as hell! Okay, come on, Nerulette. Yo, he's wet. he's wet.
I, Iudex Neuvillette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Oh, he's crying! No, he's crying! Oh, he's crying! Oh no! Ah, wait, stop! Stop! Stop!
Has the death sentence been carried out?
That's crazy! Load shotgun. Oh, will you let us fight the whale now, Nervulette? I'm crying again. No, Mom! Yes, hugs for Mom. Hugs for Mom. Oh, jeez. You know, surprisingly, I'm okay. I don't know why Navia made me more more emotional than this.
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
But that's crazy.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
But didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
You obtained power? Just now?
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
You mean me?
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine.
We get to fight the whale.
The beast that enacts the prophecy.
I need to do this. I need to build Furina, please. We need to move on.
Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
Full power Neuvillette is about to kick some ass. Hopefully I can beat it first try. Okay, wait, pause.
I've already done my best to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from the whale. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source.
What should I know about
attack it from within? I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall convert the
Bubble's bad. Okay, we're gonna figure this out. How much do you
Sorrow turned into
schmoo, dude?
hostility.
Oh, it's so slow. Oh, you're right there. Okay. Stay right here. Stay right.
Supporting fire! Now's your chance!
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility.
Wait, what am I doing?
Will present itself.
I did not read any of that. I did not read a single thing. Just chip away at it till the... Oh my god! I look away for a second, I'm being engulfed. Just chip away till that meter... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, Mika, I'm gonna need us to get...
Leave the wounded to me!
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
Time to shine!
Don't get too close! Final warning!
Sakura swirl!
Oh. Well, shit.
Yeah, my apologies.
That was a waste.
I got you covered!
Manifest the authority of the ancient plants. Witness the might of the primordial
Bro. Literally. You wasted 2 of my bursts. I'm upset. Here comes the hard part. Okay. Vibes with the music. Yes, it's pretty bomb. Wait, now you beat... Oh. Uh-oh. It just got rid of 2 of my bursts, but okay. What the fuck is that? What the hell? Oh! Who are you? Child, what you doing? Oh, Yeet is the fetus. Bye. See ya. May I help you?
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. Should have been my job, but... oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime.
Master's pet?
Actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
Okay, but can we talk about her outfit though? Like, damn. The thighs are there, bro. The thighs are there. Yo, it's what? Yeet is the fetus, child. Mommy's Ayo, mom? Ayo? I want to be stepped on by her. Ayo? Ayo? She's giving Zila a run for her money. You know, I'm down bad for a woman disciple. Your master's pet.
Who are you exactly?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right?
Skirk. That is such a gross name. That's how it's pronounced. Skirk. It sounds like I'm disgusted at something. Like, ew. Like, skirk. Like, it sounds like a disgusting
on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world.
Narwhal,
so you may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person would take the all-devouring narwhal as a pet?
I have to
I
agree.
would, honestly.
It's a
What do you
strange
mean?
use of a planet's primordial
I didn't know that was a
waters
narwhal,
just to raise
but
an
that
all-devouring
thing looked lit as hell.
that kind of power is wasted on it. It's
That was
not
a nar-
cooperative.
apparently-
It needs too much, and I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that
She's a
creature has
mood.
going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Damn.
Miss Skirk? I think you might might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this
I can't,
pet
bro.
almost destroyed an entire nation.
Paimon said, okay, that's great, but
So what sort of person is your
yo,
master?
look at her
Well,
leg.
child's
What the
master's master. Wait, is that right?
Whoa.
Oh,
That's kind of cool.
right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
Who are naming you guys? Cert. It's Cert. Cert. Who? It's just like...
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name?
She got ass too! God damn, why is she hailed and all of that?
Still nothing? Well, how about the
it's the
Visionary?
Abyss. I called him
Better
Hoagie.
familiar then? Or Gold Vine
Why does that
Daughter?
remind me of like Codename Kids Next Door, Hoagie? Roll with the ravioli.
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles
Wait,
from
what
my
was the name
master.
that they just said?
I don't
didn't pay
actually know them
attention.
either. But I
See why I
suppose
want
you
to be stepped
understand
on.
now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Vine Daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
You didn't notice the ass, or no,
you
my
also
brain went to
mention a
thighs
visionary
first. I'm
person?
sorry.
Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you
And
that the
that's where
all-devouring
Child's
narwhal used up
fall-
nearly all its strength fighting
Legacy
you.
gets its
Such
name
roiling hydro energies will prove
from
difficult for the
Skirk's
planet's deep
master.
seas
We have to
to
give her a new
digest.
name.
As such,
Because there's no
the
way.
Fontaine
I'm
back on the surface
not gonna
has most
disrespect
likely
her
been
like
thrown
that.
into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Thick mommy. That's her. No, there's little to be surprised about, Paimon. It is natural after all. The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this and accepted it. However,
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne.
whoa.
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Oh, Navia. Scared thick mommy. I mean, help, Navia, I'm drowning. Navia, come. No, I don't want any of the other ships. Other ships don't touch me. Navia, I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Save me. Oh, shit. Damn it, Nivea. I was supposed to be drowning. Oh, wait, no, that's from the, Oh, that's Brysley. Shit. I mean, you can save me, too.
Initiate emergency rescue.
I mean, damn. I don't. Listen. I'll go on to Risley's ship. My bad. Sorry, Navia. I'll catch you later, though. You know. You know how it is, bro. Oh, Frodo! Never mind. I'm gonna go swimming. That's best boy. We're gonna go. Or will you drop me? Drop me from the sky, Risley. I've gotta go see the best boy. What's funny is we never got to step foot on that ship, right? We just know it's there. Navia, let me take your hand so you can
the water's
pull
receding.
me up. I can't with this, bro. Nina, this is so good.
prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Wow. Now, please, someone go give her a hug. Like, come on.
The prophecy was wrong.
Hey, the prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong, guys. Oh my god, the prophecy was wrong. It's so crazy. The prophecy was wrong. Like, we all sound like some sort of like wind-up toy. I'm refusing until Neuvillette comes to drag my ass. I fucking can't, bro. I can be stumble and tread water for a long time. Minnie said I'm fucking chaining myself down here until Neuvillette comes and picks me off of my feet, bro. I freaking can't. Anyways, was that it? Was that all I had to do? Was that the end? Was that the end of the quest? Like, oh, it's not. Characters are involved in other. Oh my fucking god, Charlotte, where the fuck are you? Here? Bruh. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Whatever. Time to actually get back into my account and write down my damned password. Oh.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette,
Neuvillette.
I'd be happy to
Missile.
teach.
I can't breathe, bro. Neuvillette, please. I can't with you guys, bro. I actually can't, bro. My asthma's acting up now. Look what you guys did. Anyways, kids don't make me wheeze. Oh,
I'm very sorry, Charlotte. But
oh my god,
my
Lenny,
sister
I
and are
don't
quite
care
busy
about
today.
your quest.
I'm
Like,
afraid we'll have to
respectfully.
decline this interview.
Respectfully, I do
Lenny,
not.
I'll only take a moment of your time if you would be so kind.
Huh? What's happening here?
That's what I would like to know too.
I spent all night writing my piece about the Phantom Weasel, and it was going to go to print this morning. But just as dawn
I
broke,
can't.
I suddenly received news that Caesar's fiancée, Gemma, had contacted the guards.
Nina
and
be
confessed
like,
to having been the real Phantom
wow.
Weasel all along.
I'm dying.
That was
Literally, I'm dying, bro. Okay, your mother needs to go.
Too
I'll
late, bro.
See you later, cutie. And I'll look
Ooh,
at
that was quick, you say.
Here are your
It
oranges.
sounds like I've got some catching up to do.
Bye, bye,
Please,
mom.
fill me in.
Get the best of sleeps when you can, because I know you're sleepy.
My instincts did not lead
Thanks
me
for
astray.
being here again.
You
I
do
appreciate
have something to
it.
hide.
Bye,
Gemma turning
bye.
herself in must have something to do with
Hey,
Lily's
Sarah, what's
performance
up?
last night.
Maybe watching my high-altitude escape trick reminded her of a better time with Caesar.
High-altitude
and she could no
escape trick.
longer ignore
Lenny,
the voice of her
everyone
conscience.
literally just escaped death. Next time next time you do something crazy
No,
like
no,
that,
there must be more to
like,
it. If that's all it took for her to have a change of heart, how did it take her 10 whole years?
69.
Oh, I remember now. You and Gemma were nowhere to be found after the show. What happened between you? Quickfire question. Where did you all go after the show?
Hi, bye, bye, Nina.
The cemetery, and Lenny did a private magic trick just for us. Actually, glad you mentioned
Oh
it.
my
'Cause
god.
that reminds time I guess what? Lenny
I love
started
how
using rainbow roses in
she's
his
now
trick.
just became my actual mom. Like, it's just so funny.
I don't recall ever having received a rainbow rose from you myself. Is this supposed to mean that they're more important to you than your own sister?
Damn.
No, I just...
That's crazy, Lenny. No, that's crazy. You need to stop your stop your flirting, bro. You need to focus on your sister.
Did Paimon say something wrong again?
No, that's on him.
This is getting pretty awkward. What do we do, Traveler?
Seems like this interview wasn't meant to
I
be.
just wanted to pop in and say hi. I'm going to
Never
bed now.
mind.
Night. Sweet
There's
dreams,
always next
Sal.
time.
Thanks for popping in. I
Forgive
appreciate
my
it.
persistence, but when there's explosive news waiting to be found,
The one time this
I can't turn away. The news
bot
about
likes
Gemma has
me
already made
and
waves.
It's
and
what
I'll
I'm
stop at
tripping
nothing to get to the bottom of
over
it
of
all.
dragon.
Apparently, one of the things she said to the guards was that her final wish is to see Lorenzo one last time.
Who the fuck is Lorenzo? Oh yeah, right.
There's clearly a web of complicated
I
relationships
was gonna say,
there.
what's going on?
Can't blame me for being curious. All right, I guess I'll leave you to continue the rest of your conversation in peace.
Yes, please, Charlotte.
Bye
We
for
need to
now.
talk to you to finish this quest. No, don't go anyway, Charlotte. We're finishing the quest.
Lynette? Paimon didn't mean to...
Don't worry, I wasn't angry. I was just trying to distract her.
Oh, really? Oh, thank goodness. You scared Paimon there.
No,
You
Paimon,
and
she's
me
gonna catch
both,
you out
Paimon.
back
You and me
when you're
both.
slacking.
At least it did the job, right?
Please, take good care of that rainbow rose. I'd be really upset if you lost it.
Alright. Now to discuss with Charlotte somewhere, right? Characters still involved in other quests? Really? What the fuck is it? Bro. Are you telling me? Are you telling me that a character that is taking up my time right now to finish this quest is a blue marker? I can't believe this game. I can't believe this game, bro. Oh my god. You know what? Fuck it. We do it, I guess. Whatever. Is this closer? Is this closer? Oh, well now y'all know Minnie's favorite Pokemon type is Dragon, bro. She is fantastic at messing with people. She's also just, like, I don't know, her attitude towards, like, everything is just so funny to me. Guys, I will throw you. Oh, thank you for the stretch and the head pats. I shall stretch. Actually was, like, totally, like, sitting at, like, a very weird posture. Left. Right. Oh my god, how the hell did my leg pop when I was stretching my back? Okay, and down. Okay, cool. Thanks, Minnie.
Being too popular
And thanks for the
can
head
be
pats.
such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Charlotte, why are you fucking here? Like, you're... Anyways, why are you, like, in a blue marker quest? Like, don't tell me I have to do all of this quest. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me I have to do all this.
Huh? Isn't that Charlotte?
Yeah, why the fuck is she here?
What could she want with Lapine Pauline?
That's what I'm fighting.
Please, with the cherry on top, Charlotte.
Drag her ass.
Journalist extraordinaire. Please tell me you're joking.
The peen,
I read that a gang of criminals tricked the
Pauline,
Gardemex by disguising themselves as blubber beasts.
fucking
It's
deadly
true,
and needs to
isn't
get
it?
out of here.
has to
Like,
be.
just drag Charlotte by her ear,
All my
and we can
savings
continue
into
this
graph
quest.
adversarial technology, and even taken out a sizable bank loan.
Matter of fact, kick Lapine,
I'm begging you.
whatever her name is,
Begging you
off
like
of this.
the beggiest beggar in all of begdom.
Okay. I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lapine Pauline. I admire your passion for your research, and I don't mean to dash your hopes for those, big ticket orders. But
are we?
I'm afraid I'm not joking. The Blubber Beast incident was a short story mailed to us by an anonymous amateur author, written in the style of a true story.
Are we not gonna talk about that? What the fuck was she doing? Oh my god. Like, Honestly, why'd we save Lapine? She could have drowned it in the ocean. She could have drowned it in the water. Like, you know what? You know what? You know, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna do this. A short story.
Paimon sees what happened here. Sounds like the report Lapine Pauline read in the Steambird wasn't in the news section after all.
Funnily enough, I actually remember being in a meeting where the editing team was debating the potential risk of misleading the public with this story.
Hey,
They even went to Maison
Charlotte.
Gardiennage for advice.
Hey, Charlotte.
But to our surprise,
need
they
you
fully supported us
finish
printing
this
it.
up.
They figured
we
that the
can
false
finish
intel
the
would be a great
quest.
way to dupe
Or
potential
at
criminals
least
into
get a
wearing
little bit
ridiculous
further.
costumes when breaking the law.
Okay.
In truth, Gardamex are extremely sophisticated in their capabilities. They can identify criminals just as reliably as the best human guards, so a crude disguise isn't gonna get you far. If anything, it'll just make you stand out all the more.
Lapine could be the next
Since we ran that story,
Eminem.
the
Holy
Maison
shit,
Gardiennage has made a
no.
slew of arrests,
No.
including, one phantom blubber beast, a
Next
titanic
thing we know,
red-crowned
Lapine
finch, and a
Pauline
Spectre
will
Man.
be in Fortnite.
So I knew this story had helped out law enforcement, but this is the first time I'm learning of an innocent citizen being deceived by it, and investing so much Mora for nothing.
That's crazy.
Uh-oh. So Lapine Pauline's whole research project is based on a fictional story?
And Charlotte's laughing at it.
We're not gonna get a
She's
big
like,
bonus
damn,
after all.
that's crazy that you did that. I'm about to make a whole newspaper out of this and flame your ass.
Traveler, Paimon, you're back!
What do you mean
I was
back?
in the area
You keep
taking some photos
moving.
for a story
You
when I got
weren't
to
in the
talking to Miss
area.
Lapine
We
Pauline
had
about
to
our
wholly
research.
teleport.
She told me about
Bro.
your collaboration. She was hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about image recognition technology.
Charlotte, you're busy
She
right now.
even paid me for the article and gave me one of her prototype devices before I could get a word in.
Charlotte, you're busy right now.
I unfortunately had to dash her hopes, and I'm afraid all your hard work was in vain too.
I didn't
She's
do
desperately trying to find a way to rescue the project and get you the Mora you're due. I've tried to let her down gently.
Did I do
but
shit?
she's finding it all very
What'd I
hard to
do?
accept.
Did I do anything?
This is a new situation for us, too. It's such a pity. It seems like the author was only trying to make the story interesting, and the Maison Gardiennage only had Fontaine's best interest in mind.
It's no one's fault. She is just a victim of misunderstanding.
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline, what are you doing?
Oh, she's about to jump.
I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamek, head to the Opera Epiclese, and get a one-way ticket to the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, shit.
That way,
Okay, never
I
mind.
won't have to repay my debts. It's the only way I can afford to keep on living.
What's she about to do?
Whoa, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you.
No,
You
Charlotte.
wouldn't even dent the Gardamek's armor.
Let her do it.
In all likelihood, they'd only hold you up at the Maison Gardiennage for
No,
a few
no, no,
days
no, no, no,
before
Charlotte,
letting you out,
Charlotte.
and then you'd still have
Let
to
her
repay
do
your
it.
debts.
If we're not
Actually,
going to go to
instead
the
of going
Archon
into the
quest right now,
technicalities of that,
let her
how
do
much
it.
did you actually invest? How bad can it really
Let
be?
her embarrass herself. It's the least that I can do.
270,000 Mora.
Okay, well,
Chump change.
escaping to the Fortress of Meropide over a sum like that seems like a last resort. Surely there must be other options.
Not anymore. I used to be an equipment supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute
Hey, what the
before
fuck?
that blew to pieces, and now I'm just a small-time engineer. I scraped together some savings over the past few years, but I put every last Mora into this project.
Oh
and
my
now I'm
God.
left with nothing.
You're an idiot.
Not just
You're
my
an
savings that are
imbecile.
gone.
Like,
It's my whole future as a graph adversarial technology specialist and my dreams of becoming a billionaire one day.
oh, brother. This is what we're doing instead of doing the Archon Bring me back. Cry. Like, cry. I don't cry. Yes, it is. Why are you on the floor again?
Don't despair, Miss Lapine Pauline. I think I know a way for you to turn
I feel like
this
we're watching
around.
that one crime lady that we did the reaction to.
This
Like, why is she on the
prototype
floor?
You've given me, the camera lens for image recognition sample
How the
collection.
frig do you get that far into
really
depth? Because she's an
quite something.
idiot. That's why.
You said you designed
Charlotte
it
said,
specifically
"Look
for
at you."
high-fidelity image capture and
Honestly,
analysis,
look
yes?
at you.
The rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful
The
function in its
P
own
made
right.
the mistake
It's sure to
of
make
the
many journalists' jobs much easier. In fact, I'd say it has the potential to revolutionize Fontaine's news media. So your research efforts thus far are by no means in vain. The technology you've developed may have many applications that you've never even considered.
Really?
No.
Absolutely. I've been working as a journalist for the Steambird for a long time now. No one understands the issues we journalists face on a day-to-day basis better than me. So keep calm, take heart, and start thinking about mass production. In the meantime, I'll show your invention to all my colleagues to drum up interest in your product.
I can't believe it. If this is true, then I can look into setting up a whole camera lens development pipeline. My big ticket orders and billionaire aspirations are still in the cards.
I love how I'm doing this after the
Maybe I
event
should
is
consider
over.
taking out another loan.
Like,
That way, I can rapidly improve the lens production process, be the first to market, and prepare to battle for dominance in the camera industry.
yeah, good luck with that.
About your pipelines for a minute. Just take it one step at a time and see how it goes. There's no sense in putting all your eggs in one basket before things are even off the ground.
The fact that Paimon's saying that to you is a little bit embarrassing. Being overly ambitious might come back to bite you. Slow and steady wins the race.
And I can probably speak to some people I know and license my image recognition device to a workshop
She's not
to raise
listening.
some funds.
Why are we
I
spending our
can't
time with her?
believe I didn't think
She's
of
not
this
listening.
sooner. There's no time to lose. I need to
Miss
get to work.
Lapine
Early bird gets the
Pauline.
worm.
Or Trees Mechanique. Garden, no.
Paimon's pretty sure our advice went in one ear and out the other.
It's understandable. When inspiration and passion strike at the same time, it's all too easy to throw yourself headfirst into your work and forget about everyone around you.
Yeah.
A lot of journalists are the same way when they're first starting
So
out.
Charlotte,
But
I
don't
thought us
you
going
worry.
back to the
I'm gonna
Archive
write
quest.
an article on all this, and I'll be
No,
checking in on her regularly.
Charlotte, you're busy. Charlotte, you're busy.
Her research has the potential to benefit the
Oh,
entire
brother.
journalistic community. I'll give her plenty of input to stop her from going down any rabbit holes, and make sure mass production of her lens can begin as soon as possible.
It's reassuring to know that you'll be looking out for her, Charlotte.
Charlotte, we have to continue this quest. Go Charlotte, star journalist to the rescue.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you two take this prototype lens? I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances to use it on your travels.
I do not use
Takes
the
the
camera
right
at
person to get the
all.
most out of a new technology. In your hands, it's sure to capture some amazing sights.
Sure.
Thanks a lot, Charlotte. No bonus, no biggie. This makes everything worth it.
Does it?
You're welcome. I got something out of this too. The beginnings of a very interesting news story. The boundaries between real news reports and news-like fiction must not be blurred,
Oh,
even when
boy.
there's a compelling justification for doing so. Yes, that's how I'll phrase it to the editors when I give them my feedback. Let's hope we don't mislead any more well-meaning citizens in the future.
You know, I'll worry about that later. Okay, sure. Thank you. Okay, this is it. This is most definitely the part we're at. We're for sure. Okay. Yes, I think so. It should be. Yeah, it is. Okay. Finale. This is it.
The Solo renewed. The Spina di Rosula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina di Rosula, and we spoke about Poisson's present
Also,
and
what
future.
happened to Mona? Was
soil
Mona
can
just
soak
there
your
for
roots
that
in
1
new bloom,
second
Miss
and
Navia
then
stated.
dipped?
Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it. Skyship Winglet, lunar brain of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
They might have been real big shots from the start. We just didn't meet them in that capacity.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down. The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
The articles do make me curious about how things will play out.
Paimon's curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around,
It seems like Charlotte's the only one doing her job. Like, she's the best journalist of the Steambird, but it seems like she's also the only journalist in the Steambird.
Come on.
Like, everyone else might as well just quit.
And then make a
Like,
trip
find
to
a
the
different job.
fortress. There are some things you'll
Because
only know
obviously they're
when you
not
get
making a
there.
big impact. Go to Busan. Okay. How far are we?
Navia!
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Hey, Navia. Sorry about me dipping on you when I asked you to save me. You know, there was so much going on. You know,
the Fatui
I
are
just
here
lost
too.
track.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snežević. He
Snežević.
represented the Nave in sending us a large amount of supplies and is helping with our work. Our
Like,
residents
bless
are
you.
hard
Like,
at
that
work
sounds like
as
a
well.
sneeze.
Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people,
Snežević.
but
See?
we're
Sounds
moving
like a sneeze.
forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats.
He's a creep. Back away from Charlotte.
But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too.
Oh, mommy.
How are things?
Both on the
We
screen.
finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are
My
able to go
eyes
over
always travel down to that button, Corian. It's not. It's not intentional.
Her reputation's greatly
I
risen
promise.
after that
I
whole
swear it's not
duel
intentional.
business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time
Bro,
persuading
Lumine's
Florand
like,
at
hold
any
on.
rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up and smile.
Cheese. I hope everyone smiled. Because if not, it would look very odd.
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots.
Hi, Mom, bro. Charlotte takes some more pictures of Poisson, clicking of
All right,
Shudder's.
that should do it.
It also
I'll
does
be
some
back here
rapid
later
fire
anyway, so,
residence
let's call it a
something.
day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clarand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
You already knew she was going?
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sigewinne, who told Monsieur Neuvillette, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all
Why
Monsieur
is this guy
Neuvillette
still
asked
here?
me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridesley will make a personal appearance.
He totally
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have
Same.
with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Oh, we're going to the Fortress of Meripede anyways. Say less. Say less. Say less. Honestly, say less.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Oh. Oh. Shit.
Did you come all the way to the entrance to
Shit. It's
Of
him.
course.
He's
I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte.
I
whom
feel
our
welcomed.
good head nurse recommended to me.
Yeah, whatever. Charlotte's here
Finally
too.
meet the much
But
ruler
I feel
Duke.
welcomed.
Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Poor dude. Yo, so are they a thing or what?
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier,
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
His nasally
I might
voice
not look
is
it,
so...
but I actually did meet Mr. Epton once.
It's perfect.
And I'll be honest,
But it's
I
not my
enjoyed
favorite.
chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on.
You mean
The
nerd?
boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend. Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
She really does know how to squeeze opportunities for all they're worth.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head
According
nurse
to the
instead.
judgment of the Oratrice
Or
Mechanique
perhaps you'd like to take
Yeah,
another photo
I
of this
forgot I
fellow
had
researcher?
that.
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
I totally forgot I added new, new soundboard stuff. Hi, Em. How are you? I shall hydrate.
Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try
She's
this
here.
new drink I came up with?
No.
Ah, Sigewinne.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse? Sure. Come on, Miss Sigewinne. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see.
Oh, look at them in the
Fontaine's
back.
undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much
Waking
attention,
up
I think.
slowly. Well,
That's
good
why I
morning,
decided to let the
Em.
interview go through. We should direct more public opinions
Hope
toward
you
the
had the best
behind-the-scenes
of
heroes.
sleeps.
Am I right, Mr. Jurrier? Miss Lurvine?
It is still pretty
kind,
early
sir.
for you, though.
I believe
You're
that
not
you too should
going
have
back
your
to
day
sleep.
in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
You walk with Risley for a while,
I see.
something, something.
Lots
and
of
share
things
news
happened
from
that
above
day, huh?
ground with him.
Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
Oh.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them
In
that
a
there's
short
good
amount of
news
time.
and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh,
Too early,
actually,
but
what
we
about
good. Are you sure?
Are things
I
gonna
mean,
change for you too?
What
I'll
change can there
trust
be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good.
a nap we'll do
In that
later.
case,
Ah,
let's
yes,
call it a
yes,
day
yes. I
here.
see, I see.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, traveler, let's go.
I don't want to go.
Till next time, everyone.
Can we take Risley with us?
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then. All right. Last stop, the docks.
Duh, okay. All the way down here. Alright. Oh, it's down? Dude, I might as well just jump. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, Lenny! Fremine! Oh, that's my boy! Ugh, I want to be best friends with Fremine. Fremine deserves all of the love and support. Like, we must protect Fremine.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Trick a friend?
Why?
I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
What? Did you trick Fremine, bro? Oh my god. Charlotte.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you meant by, I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Oh, he's so cute. Stop.
Sure.
Oh.
Please, write down my address.
My heart.
Sure are working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He's so cute. Ugh, I relate. I relate
He
so
was the
much.
one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
What? Oh, he's getting better. Sounds like that would suit him.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte
That was
is
Winnie,
rather
though.
perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you.
Damn.
So, how have things been, Traveler?
Wow, Lynette is crazy. I'm doing all right.
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events.
Father,
She's very grateful for your contributions
I
to
would love
Fontaine.
to see Father again too, honestly.
We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
Whoa.
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an
So they
apology
have
for the incident
yet
with Lord Child,
another one.
or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down.
I still can't believe that was a
Furthermore,
narwhal.
Father did also
And not a
lend
whale.
significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
Well, I guess narwhal, whatever.
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
Guess we're gonna have to talk to him too.
So there's some reason for this that only Neuvillette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Meripede a while back.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds.
We still have his
I hear that
vision,
the recent disaster
right?
really did a number on his health.
Well, he also got yeeted into a portal, like straight up. But anyways, wait, I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies. Okay, let me.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui.
So many.
I think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Okay, listen. This game is being so nice to me right now.
Well, what do you know?
This game is being so
Come
nice
the
to me.
docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind.
I am paying him
I would have
all
done
the
them
minds.
regardless.
God damn. Thank you for thank you for you know
That is our duty as harbingers.
what was the word I was gonna use?
Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a
Grazing
single place
me
or person,
with
but
your
the entire
presence.
world.
That's it. That's what I was
With
gonna
such a
say.
grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Will you keep your position? You can keep.
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the
Anyways,
future
I'm not gonna
holds.
finish that sentence.
What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever?
He zoned out. What happened? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Just.
As for you,
nothing at all.
I very much look forward to our next collaboration.
God
Good things
damn,
cannot
she's so
be
hot.
achieved alone,
There's,
and you've
like,
proved yourselves
God,
to be
so
great
insane.
partners.
Oh, we're giving the vision to her. Actually, I just remembered something. Please help us deliver
A
this.
vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
I have a TikTok to send you. Oh, feel free to do so.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken,
Yo, me
there are
too,
diplomatic
Charlotte.
channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
Oh, I love him. Love Promenade.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant.
I love everyone. This is so great.
I shall
Fontaine
continue
is
my
full
walk
of
while the weather remains
great
so
characters.
agreeable.
Amazing characters.
Farewell.
Oh my god.
Farewell,
I miss
Father.
you already, I mean,
She has such an intimidating presence.
That's
I didn't
most
even
definitely a
dare
word
to
for
take
it,
a picture.
Charlotte.
Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This will be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too.
Yep.
And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
See ya.
Well, guess we said Charlotte, huh? Shall we go see how Neverlette's doing? Of course, he's not so busy.
Sorry, Paimon, I cut you off. Oh, what's the best way to get up here? Is it really teleporting here? I feel like there's something so much easier. And I just can't think of it right now. Unless it's inside of his office. So now I wonder, did she's probably not crying anymore, right?
The entrance to the fortress! Ooh, he really is there!
Dude, Paimon, don't ever zoom on my screen. Zoom in on my screen like that ever again. I was at the edge. You want me, like... Dude, I'm not trying to fall down there.
So, you really are here, Neverlette! Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
That's crazy. It's so true though. Neverlet sighs softly before telling you the truth concerning what he saw that day. Focalors deceived the heavenly principles and used Furina's endless performance to save Fontaine. I only saw Furina's part myself.
Focalors destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Focalors must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
You could say that it was at that moment that the Fontainians were finally truly born.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalors finally managed to fulfill the original
Sentinel,
Hydro
I see.
Archon's wish to turn Oceanids people too!
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About the initial verdict that was passed on Child.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had
The music is
tangential
going
liability.
insane right now.
As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to
Yo, I
that
think Minnie
liability
has
by
something to ask
association
you,
or
Neuvillette.
Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Focalor had Fontanians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans.
I don't know what he's saying,
certainly
but
got
it
another
sounds
question.
pretty.
Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans. Were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
Yeah, that was in the
In
beginning
truth,
when we
even
first got
those
here.
couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Oh!
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Yeah.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About Fontaine's future.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired.
Yeah.
Needed to rest.
Honestly.
Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House. Not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her.
Yeah.
The wear
me
and
too.
tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts.
As you should.
From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Yeah.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must
Neuvillette,
first
let me
and
just tell
foremost
you,
continue to serve Fontaine as
you
its highest judge.
are probably the
duty
most
of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the
productive
Udex
elemental
shall
dragon
coexist within my person.
we have met.
Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
The Indo what?
Listening to Dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell
their
you the truth as I
power
know it.
system. About Fontaine's Gnosis. You just give that away for free, bro?
They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something.
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About the next stop on my journey.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Natlong.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land.
Natlong.
As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to
Dragons?
be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame.
Flame? Is it a
There is
pyro
one other
nation?
piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
The captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
Yeah.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going
I
to
like the
Natlan.
Harkons that
In
are
the
just
meantime,
doing whatever they want.
Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
Thanks, Nervillette.
Ask
Fire?
away.
Fire.
I will tell you the truth as I know it.
I have no more questions. Minnie, would you like to ask your question before I say there's no more questions? The floor is yours. Okay. I'll say I have no more questions.
Paimon still got a question about the Gnosis.
Oh, never mind. Paimon still got
When
questions.
we spoke to Lily earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface.
Thick mommy.
It went something like this.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, alright,
He's
Nervillette?
pretty, but I have a feeling I would need to learn big words to keep up with
What
him in
next?
conversations. Fair enough.
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Remains.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Oh.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
no need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
Okay, so technically our child's about to come back.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender?
Third descender.
So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
I mean, technically, she's not wrong. A descender, she mentioned one of them. I am the fourth descender. For me, this information means two things. One, that the Gnosis are related to descenders. And two, that the one who came before me has already died.
I guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them.
Wow.
That means that the Gnosis, which are
I
exceedingly
remember
element
Nahida was
compatible
telling
and
us
can
about
even enhance elemental
us
abilities,
being a descender.
do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
What do you mean by that, Nervulet?
Like being
Why are you looking at me like that?
powers without a vision. That does sort of
Brother?
count as special
No, if I
compatibility,
remember
right?
correctly, he's not.
No, let's
a
not think about this
descendant.
stuff right now.
But I'm not
It
sure.
just feels creepy. Comparing the travelers
Sus,
to the
I know, right?
third descender and all.
Don't worry, I won't die so
That's
easily.
what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god. And she suffered through all those years as a human.
Yeah.
Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery
I mean, who
of
will
a
know?
god's will.
Can you understand the will of the gods?
I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Wow. That was kind of deep. That's it. Whoa. Okay. Well, wow. That's kind of crazy. Oh, and now Furina has a story. Is this following her, like, after she left? Wouldn't that be cool? Wow. Well, if that is the case, I'm kind of interested to figure that out. Not today, but most definitely we'll have to check that out next time we play, I guess. We have to say bye-bye now. Yeah, I probably should end stream about now. I don't think we have time for really anything else. I haven't built this, this traveler. I have one wish. Let's see if we get anything. No, we don't. Okay. That's fine. We start the save for Navia and Clarion. These guys are about to leave, actually, so...
Blade embraces its duty. As a jeweler
okay,
cherishes
yes.
their gems.
As a jeweler cherishes their gems. Thank you, Ayaka. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yes. Okay. I shall move this here. This like this, and bam. Okay, there we go. 8 hour? Hell no. Hell no. Night, Minnie. I don't know who's rating. Oh, who's streaming right now, but we can see. Ginger is playing Super Mario Galaxy. Man, I remember when I played that game for the first time as a little child. I got so pissed at that game, and I was like, I'm sick and tired of this game, and I never finished playing it. Like, I got so upset. Let's see. Jerry is streaming Galaxy 2, Galaxy 1. Really? I actually didn't play Galaxy 2 because I was traumatized by Galaxy 1. I think Jerry will probably be ending soon. I mean, he's only been streaming for 3 hours, but I feel like normally around this time he tries to get out of here. Cookies is streaming with Jerry's probably the same time, though. They'll end at the same time. So maybe we'll just do Ginger. Ginger streams like all the time. Why the fuck am I getting a Briefs commercial? Ew. And he's riding a bull. What the fuck? Stop looking at the camera like that. Okay. What the... What? Anyways, because it has Yoshi. Oh, Galaxy 2 is probably more frustrating than 1, trust me. I still haven't 100% that game. Well, the thing is, I played Galaxy 1, like I played Super Mario Galaxy maybe when I was about like 7-8 years old. Like I was very young at the time, so my attention span for games, if I couldn't beat it like in a few tries, I would get upset very easily. So yeah. But if I could, I would play it again, but I can't. I don't have the game anymore, nor do I have the console. There he is. Okay. We shall be raiding Ginger. Ginger is a Korobok sibling. I am still a Korobok sibling at heart, so we shall raid Ginger. Ginger, like I was saying, is playing Super Mario Galaxy. So make sure to show all your love and support. If you like Ginger as much as I do, make sure to follow him. And if you can't watch all the stream, that is okay. Just make sure to leave an emote and be on your merry way. I did post my streaming schedule. Sorry it was so late. I really did make it Sunday. I just forgot to post it and I didn't want to download it on my phone. So yeah, I wanted to do the Smash stream this week, but it might not happen. It depends on tomorrow, really, and how I'm feeling. But it probably won't happen this week. I'll try for next week though. Tuesday, Tuesday as in tomorrow, I think I have a to be determined. And then hold on, let's see. Yeah, I have a to be determined. But Wednesday is a Risk of Rain 2 collab with Itsuki, and Thursday is a collab with Nim. And we're doing some crime videos, reactions, so that should be fun. But I hope you guys have a great day or a great night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye!